Well, welcome to Cab Crew Wednesdays. Good evening, everybody. I am going to be your host tonight, Daryl. You're all probably wondering if you look to the left, you look to the right. We all know that Weathering with AJ is, well, speaking of the devil, hold on, let me bring up AJ. Oh, we've got the mom and sons here. Hey, hi, Rick.
Hey.
How you guys doing?
No,
And is that your dad, Philip?
nope, that's Ray, and I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right, Tammy. Okay, I got special guest here tonight, and actually, I got a special box from Ray today in the mail. So let me get a quick hello to everybody in there, and let me go back. Um, Let me go back and see who is all in here. Wow, there's a lot of you in here. And thank you, everybody, for being in here this evening. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, so we've got Artie from Aussie America Model Railroad. Hello, Artie. We've got Curly Express Dwight. Hello. We've got Randall Ellison. Good evening. We've got Trackside Mike. Hello, Mike. And then we've got Rick's Railroad here. Good evening, Rick. And we've got John from Schuylkill River Valley. Hello, John. Welcome. And we've got Digger Evans. Digger, thank you so much for being here. I know it's really late at night. Thank you, brother. And then we've got Thomas Grassi in the house. And we also, hello, Boxcar Jerry. Thank you for being here tonight. And we've got Creepy013. Hello. And then we've got Forever DC302 here in the house. And we've got Wigwag Workshop here. Good evening. And I think we've got Dundas Junction Model Railroad. Hello, James. Thank you for being here. And there's a long list of people in here. All right. Oh, we've got Plumber, number 33. Good evening, Plumber. Thank you for being here, brother. And then we've got Lehigh River Subdivision. Ian, hello. Thank you for being here. And that's the bottom of the list right there. So let me take that down. Okay. So Ray and Tammy, tell me the story of what you kind of sent me before I unbox it.
Okay. We had originally planned on being out in the building and letting you guys see the layout, but my dad, Ray's papa, is getting remarried again on Saturday in the Myrtle Beach area. So we decided because of the hurricane, we were going to head here a couple days earlier in case they decided to say, okay, everyone has to evacuate. At least we're here, so we don't have to go anywhere. So we left the house earlier today, and we're down at Surfside Beach, the Myrtle Beach area right now, in a hotel room.
Okay. Are you guys getting any weather there?
It's a little bit chilly for me. But it's the wind's blowing, but it's also biker week and down here.
Oh,
So we're in a hotel that has bikers in it and everything. So it's kind of cool. And we apologize that we weren't at the house like as planned, but we wanted to get down here ahead of the storm.
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Hello, Cerna Junior Lewis. Welcome. Okay, well, this is going to be a new one on my channel. I'm going to actually do an unboxing. Now, I'm not really set up to do an unboxing, so I'll do the best job I can. So, Ray, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So let me go ahead and bring out the package. So, this is what I got sent today in the mail. So, I am going to unbox it. So let me see which is going to be the best way to do this.
I'm surprised it got there that fast.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
I
And
wonder if Jerry and Dave got theirs.
I don't know. So let's. Okay, sorry guys. Like I said, I'm not good at unboxings. So, but I'm doing the best I can. So there's one
Like,
side.
I love Daryl. I love that engine. Can
he likes the engine behind you, he said.
Oh, you like the engine behind me? Well, thank you, Ray.
yes. I know both.
Okay, so I'm going to set that off to the side. Okay, so this is what's inside. So let me see here. Okay. Oh, there's a little note here. Let me just set this right here. Let's see what the note says. It says, "Dear Daryl, thank you for being my friend. Here's my surprise for you." And I'm gonna just put up the note so everybody can see it. Can you see that, Ray?
Yes.
Is
That's
that your
me.
hand? Is that your handwriting, Ray?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Okay, all right. I'm excited, Ray.
Oh,
I don't know. I think Ray might be more excited than you.
Like I
You
said, I'm not.
better
I'm
You
not
got to
quite.
remember though, Daryl, we don't know how to fix trains yet. I'm not that good. This one might have to get fixed a little bit, but he decorated it.
Okay. I don't know. Can everybody see? Yeah, everybody can see. Oh wow, look at that.
yes.
Hopefully everybody can see that. Thank you, Ray. That is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And you graffitied it too, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Wow, look at that. That is totally cool, Ray. Ray, you are such a good friend to me. I really appreciate you. I really, really do. That is
Oh,
really, really cool, Ray.
oh, you most welcome.
Wow. Well, we're gonna have to let me. Okay, the reason why I'm not running any trains tonight is Southern California is experiencing another heat wave, so that's why I'm not running any trains. But I'm gonna definitely add this to my collection, and I'm gonna put it on my consist. I'm gonna put it on my consist. So let me get it on the tracks and.
Yeah, like I said, you might have to fix some wheels and couplings and that. I haven't quite graduated to that level yet.
No, it looks like it came out okay. The only thing that I could see that I'm going to need to do before I actually hook it up to my the rest of my trains is I'm going to have to change out the couplers. So they're the old. Well, actually, I'm sure a lot of you can probably see it, but I haven't seen this in ages. The old style couplers. That is really cool. I haven't seen that in ages. That's pretty neat. Wow. How cool is that? Hmm. I don't even know if I want to change the couplers. That's so cool. But I'm going to want to run it on the consist. So, in any case, so let me get it on the track. Okay, so right now I'm just going to set her for right there for right now. All right, cool. All
Well, we're
right.
glad you like it.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I'm absolutely astonished about it. I have not seen couplers like that in ages. That is really, really, really cool.
All right. I
So
hope you're not saying I'm old there, Daryl.
no, 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 no. I got a lot of people I'm sure in the chat that are probably haven't seen that in a long time either. So
Yeah,
so
that's
so
the
much.
one thing with going live. I can't see any of the comments or anything.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah. It depends on what you're streaming from. If you're streaming from the phone, you should be able to see the comments. You should
No,
be.
I hit that link you sent me and this is what it brought up, but I can't see
Okay.
anything else.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So this is yeah, I don't know. I you know what? I'm not sure. Maybe it's just on a PC. You can see it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I can't remember because I usually don't use. Well, no. If you I don't know. I'm not sure.
All
That's a
right.
new one
No
for
big
me.
deal. I mean, if it's something you need us to know, you'll let us know.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. No. And Ray, thank you so very much. I really really appreciate it. So I hear Ray that you're going to be in a wedding.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to be in the wedding.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Cool. Are you excited to be in the wedding?
Yes.
Right
Yes,
on.
sir.
Cool. Awesome. So, well, good. I absolutely love what you sent me, Ray. I really, really do. And I can't tell you how humbled I am and how I appreciate you and your mom very, very much.
If you need, if you need everything, got more freight cars.
Yeah. He said if you need anything else, he's got a lot of freight cars.
Okay.
If you
Cool. Thank
need,
you, Ray.
you need copper, I got extra.
Yeah, it's just mom haven't figured out how to do those yet.
Yeah. Well, if I want to run it on my consist or in my in with the rest of my cars, I got to change out the couplers. But I kind of think it's really cool just the way it looks. So I'm going to really have a hard time with that one. So at any case, well, thank you so very much, and you guys are welcome to stay on and be part of the show as long as you want to, and you can join in the chat if you would like to. And let me see here. We had a few more people slip in here. We've got George. Hello, George from Florida Railroad Dog Railroad. Good evening. And I believe I seen David from HO Power Trains. Good
Hey,
evening.
Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Dave, you got some fans here. They're saying hello to you, buddy. And perfect. Well, very, very good. Awesome. Now, like I said, I also got Waycross chains, surrounding area trains. Good evening, and thank you for being here. I got Derek Alexander in the house. Thank you for being here, Derek. And I also got DES Media Production. Hello, good evening. Thank you for being here, Dave. And let me go to the back of the chat. And we've got Ray. We've got Ray Bertson. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the last name. But welcome, Ray. Excuse me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop a link, and if anybody wants to come and join us up here, we can. But like I said, again, it just happened to be we got a heat wave, and this happened to be the hottest part of the day. So here I am. I'm gonna have to think about summer times being out in the garage because my thermometer says about 112. So it's darn hot. So let me go ahead and do an invite here, and then we can get this stream rolling. So now, how long are you guys going to be there for the
Um,
wedding?
Probably till next Wednesday.
Oh, really? So you're going to make you're going to make a little vacation out of it.
Yeah, the wedding's on Saturday, but we have family. I have family I've never even met that are coming. So
Okay.
it's going to be a free for all, I think.
Well, that sounds like fun. Okay, so I did put up a link if anybody wants to grab it and just come on up and they want to just hang out and help out in the chat, that would be great. If not, we're gonna talk what we're gonna talk about. So, um, well, we got our first victim in the. Well, we got two of them in there. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up. Here we go.
Hey,
Hello,
Daryl.
Randall.
What's
How you
happening?
doing, brother? And then
Well,
we,
I'm tired right now.
yeah, that would be all of us. Hello, Thomas.
I
Yeah,
I
good
just
evening.
got
Good
I just
evening,
got
brother.
back from Memphis, and
Oh,
that was quite a trip.
cool. Cool. I'm
They
gonna have
had
a good panel tonight.
they had a wreck at Memphis, a wreck at Black Rock, all kinds of road work. So yeah, it was a lot of waiting.
Wow. Hello, Dave.
Hello.
How are you doing,
Hello.
buddy?
I'm doing all right. Just got home just a little while ago from work.
Cool. Well, I'm glad to have you aboard tonight. Yeah. So now on our on Cab Crew Wednesdays cab host, we all know that Weathering with AJ, he's in school and he's in sports, so he comes and goes when he can, especially at this time. And Dave and I both told him, hey, school's more important and than being on the show. AJ always has a spot here on the show. He's part of the crew. And then our other partner, Dave, Crooked River Eastern, he texted me earlier, and he just came off a big trip, seeing a bunch of guys and seeing some layouts. So, and that's completely understandable. So, you got me tonight, but I've got a lot of great people on the panel tonight, so I'm sure we will chat it up. So, I also saw that Artie. I also saw Artie in the chat saying that he was waiting for a ride to get a shot in his thumb. And thank you, Artie, for being here and being a trooper. I also saw Pappy from Try Googling. Thank you, Pappy, for being here. It is a pleasure seeing you tonight. So, like I said, I did put up a link in there. So if anybody else wants to come up, please come on up. So, anybody in the panel want to say anything? Say something about themselves. Say something about their layout. You've got the floor.
I was going to say, Daryl, I did finally get to try some Memphis barbecue. I went to a barbecue joint down there on oh shoot, can't remember the name of the street now. But got to try some of the barbecue down there. It's pretty good stuff they got down there at a little
Now,
restaurant.
where is this?
I would have to pull it up on my phone and find it.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it here. Where's my map at?
See, Sparky's in.
I did see Sparky in. Hello, Sparky. Good evening.
It went nuts on me and tried to do that. Yeah, it's a place called Jim Neely's Interstate Barbecue on State Line Road.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I went. Try my tried out some good old Memphis barbecue. Pretty good stuff. They've got barbecue spaghetti of all things. Yeah.
Wow. That sounds pretty good. Wow. Huh. Well, when I ever get out of the state of California anytime soon, I plan to venture out. That's for sure. It's been a while since I've been out of the state of California, being your own boss and running things. It is just really, really difficult to leave. So, but anyways, Dave, DES,
Yes.
what would you like to say tonight? What are you working on?
I was working on the hot dog stand, Craftsman kit. It's over on the other side. I'll get it a little bit later.
Okay. All right. Now, I know you were planning a layout and you've done a couple live streams pretty late at night on your drawings. How is that going?
It's going good. I haven't touched it since the last live stream. Now I'm working on the second level, so I have to do a little bit more planning on what I'm going to do with it.
So you're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, how to do it, but I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put what. I know there's my lumber camps going in up on that level, in one of the corners.
I'm just giggling because Dave sits there and he drives me crazy because he wants me to expand more on Ray's layout, and I keep on telling him, "Give me a break, let me finish the one we're doing."
Yeah, because that's what he said. He said, "Mom and Ray, I hear you guys expanding again on the layout." Your poor husband, he's not going to have any room in his garage.
I know he's sitting here in the hotel room. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he's losing his building.
And by the way, husband, you got a very beautiful building inside. It's very neatly packed in there. Not packed as like it's full of stuff, but it looks like you are a very hands-on guy. So I can appreciate that for sure.
There you go. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, it looks like you're a pretty handy man. And like I said, yeah, you know,
Look at all of it.
Cool. And Philip, right? Philip is.
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay. So, all right. So, Thomas, you got anything you want to talk about tonight?
Oh, there's always stuff to talk about. Yeah. I just got my turntable working finally today. And when I cleaned it the other day, I put a video up and showed everybody how I cleaned it. But there was still some ballast in the gears. And I didn't know how to take the gears out, you know, because when they're in there, they don't spin because they're engaged and on the shaft, and you can't move it. And the motor is not powered, so they won't move. So I had to keep on taking it in and out and trying to clean it, and I still miss stuff. So today I spoke to Walters, and he told me to take the gear housing off of, or the housing off of the motor. And I did that. And then I was able to freely move the gears, and I found more ballast in the gears. So I cleaned it all out, put it up, and now it sounds like a purring cat when it goes around. It's really cool how it works now. And I put 2 engines up there and moved them around, and everything worked out pretty good. And the other major project I had was my 3D printer. I got that all back together today too, and I tried to print something for the first time, and it didn't print well. So I got to try something else. They were really small things that I was trying to print, because I have some sidings that are on an incline or a decline, whichever way you want to look at it. And when I park rolling stock there, they have a tendency to roll down, and I needed something to hold the cars in place. So right now I just have a pin that I put through the track to hold it there, but I wanted to get something that would go on the track to stop it. So I found these things called derailers, and I designed my own, and I tried to print them, and they were so small that they didn't come out well. I don't know if I had to reset the printer, and so I reset it again, and I'm looking at something else to print to see if that works now.
Oh, cool. So you were having problem with your turntable not turning correctly, or it was, I believe I saw the video, and you said it was making noise.
Oh, so, yeah, it was going click clack click clack click clack all the way around.
Okay, so the tracking mechanism was had, you said, ballast in it?
Yeah, because some of the ballast must have fell on the track, you know, the track that goes around the pit, and it picked it up and ground it down into really small, fine pieces. So, and I took an old toothbrush and brushed off the gears, and then it cleaned it up, and now it's all good. But I put it back together the first time. I never did it before. I put it back together, and I put it in, and then it wouldn't even move at all. So it was really silent then. But I took it off, and I saw that I had, when I put the housing back onto the motor, it wasn't exactly seated properly. So I undid it all and had to move a couple wires around and got it seated in perfectly fine. And now it's working perfect again.
Well, that's cool. Well, it's good information to know. Even with my brand new turntable, you just never know. So it's always a good video to go back and watch. So it's like anything else. Stuff needs to be cleaned. So it was a very good video.
Yeah.
So Ray and Mom, so why don't you tell us how you got involved, or how Ray got involved in model railroading? I think that would be a really good story to tell everybody.
Okay. Everybody knows Ray has autism, and he has trained since he was probably 3 years old. The typical wooden Thomas the Tank Engine. We went all the way through there, and right around high school, he decided he wanted what he called the big boy trains, the big trains. He wanted to go start rail fanning. He had met a couple people that would go in the Charlotte metro area, Harrisburg, North Carolina. We live in Kershaw, South Carolina. And so we met up with a group of guys, and one of the guys, his name was Bert Wayne Black. And we met up with him about 4 years ago and created, probably there's about 6 or 7 of us that would meet on the weekends and go rail fanning. And of course, I was the mom of the group. I made sure I had the sandwiches and all the snacks and the sodas and all that stuff. We'd spend the whole day out there catching trains and making videos. Well, when COVID hit, Bert actually got COVID, and he passed away. It will be a year next October 15th. And after that, he was the core guy of our group. And when he passed away, it really took a toll on a lot of our guys, because most of the guys have special needs. And it was a hard situation to explain to them that Bert wouldn't be with us anymore doing this. And everybody kind of scattered. And then, of course, gas prices were really high. And we're out in the country. So for us to get to Charlotte, it's almost a 2-hour ride. So me and my husband were like, well, instead of let's rail fanning once or twice a week, let's try this model railroading thing, because Ray had some trains. And so that's how that got started. And then Bert's dad, since I was helping him during the time, he actually lost Bert and his wife a day apart from each other last year to COVID. So I spent a lot of time in the hospital with Bert, and he spent a lot of the time in a different hospital with his wife. So in appreciation, he gave us all of Bert's train collection.
Oh.
So all of the engines that are in our videos, except for maybe 2, were all Bert's engines and box cars and everything like that. It was amazing. So at that point, we didn't have a choice except for me and Phil to say, okay, we're going to start trying to do this layout stuff. And, what you see in our videos is what we've come up with in the last, we've been doing it now 4 months.
And you've been doing such a fine job. It's amazing how much you've accomplished in such a short time. And it's been a great inspiration. Absolutely. And
he loves being out there, and that's his happy place. So Ray goes out there at probably 2:00 in the afternoon, and we're sitting there calling him on the phone at 8:00. All right, buddy, time to shut down the garage and come inside.
Hey Ray, the street lights are on. Time to come inside the house.
If you want food, you got to come in the house. He usually comes in and gets his plate, and he goes and takes it back out to the building.
Awesome. Well, that's good. That's good that he loves the model trains, and you you found a really close knit community of people who are very helpful in this community and who have been very helpful in this community, and that's what makes this community such a fine to be in. So, um, and again, welcome and thank you again so much, Ray. I really appreciate you. I really like that train. I really do. That hopper is a really cool hopper. So,
If I could have one more minute, Ray has no idea what I'm going to say, but I think you might, and I know Jerry and Dave might, but we are, and this is the first time Ray's hearing this, but we are actually, and we went ahead and made our reservations and we've gotten tickets and we are taking Ray to that Amherst, Massachusetts rail show in January.
oh wow, how awesome!
So
Wow.
that's gonna
Wow,
be his
Ray.
Christmas gift. But the whole family, me, Philip, Anthony, and Ray are all gonna go up there, and we're gonna go through that Amherst train show. And hopefully, Ray will between now and then save up so he can get that steam engine he wants.
Awesome. That is really cool. Wow, Ray, check you out. You're actually going to go to a big, huge train show.
Yes.
That is really cool.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Well,
Wow.
I'm originally from Worcester, Massachusetts, so I do have friends and family up there. So we'll make it another vacation, but we wanted to surprise him that he was gonna go to this massive train show. He's never been to one like this.
Wow, I'm jealous. Very jealous. That's almost going to want to make me get a plane ticket out there. January. Hey, is it snowing over there in Massachusetts that time of the year?
Oh yeah. Philip actually is like, I don't know if he's second guessing himself because he was born and raised in South Carolina. I don't know if he's ready to hit all that snow. He's shaking his head no, but he is going. I'm putting his ass in the van. He's going.
So I guess since I'm a California native boy, I guess flip flops and t-shirts aren't going to fly over there.
Well, I don't know. When I first moved down south from Massachusetts, I used to wear the flip flops and shorts, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy. So,
Huh. Yeah, I do have family in upstate New York. I do have family, and I do remember the winters up there in close to the Jersey border, and
oh, Mystic's going to be there. Good, Mystic. Hopefully, we'll see you. I'm going to get some shirts made that say "Mom and Son," so maybe we'll be able to meet up out there. Mystic just saw that he's going.
Cool. So Sparky says an 8-hour drive for me to Amherst. So
It'll be 14 hours for us.
Going. Okay. Yeah. A 14-hour drive?
Yeah, it's going to be a 14-hour drive for us.
Oh wow. Holy mackerel. Hi, Anthony.
He's worth it. He's worth it.
Oh, absolutely. He's going to have a really good time. And like I said, I keep telling myself, since there's no really shows out here in Southern California, there hasn't been for years because of COVID. It almost seems like I'm going to need to hop on a plane to go to a show. It's just where I don't know. But then I keep telling myself, okay, well, I'm going to spend $2 or $3 grand getting there. That's not going to leave me a lot left over to buy anything. So I don't know. That's a really hard toss up for me. So,
well, I like the fact that the tickets were like $27 for a 2-day pass. And then I look at Philip and say, you do know we're walking out of there with spending a whole lot more than $27.
Yeah. Well, that's not bad. That's pretty cheap. Wow. How exciting for you, Ray. Awesome. Wow. Cool. So, all right.
Well, we're going to get off because we've got a crazy next few days to get ready for, but we're glad you got your package and we're glad we were able to get on the live feed, and we appreciate everybody for letting us in the community key and raise a happy guy.
Cool.
Cool.
Thank you, Ray, very, very much. I really appreciate that present. I really, really do. And I'm very humble. So, all right, you guys have a good time. Ray, don't you go get married on me without letting me know, okay?
Yeah, no, he ain't gonna do that. He said, "No, I'm good."
Have
Okay.
fun at the train show.
All right, you
Yep.
guys.
All right, see you next week.
Okay, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
All right. So I had a few other people jump in, I think, and who did I miss?
So Grandpa Rails popped
Yeah,
in.
Grandpa Rails dropped in. Hello, JD. I don't know what the weather is like out there for you, but I know for me here it's pretty darn warm. Okay, Sparky 107 says, Daryl, just get your ticket and get to Colorado May 19th through the 21st. I'm still thinking about it, Sparky. It sounds like a great time.
Since we're talking
Go
train
ahead,
shows, all next month in October, West Plains Mall Railroad Club is going to have their display up at the fairgrounds in West Plains, Missouri. I haven't got wind of what the operating hours yet, but as soon as I find that out,
We lost you there, Randall.
fairgrounds.
Poor Randall. Randall, did you get abducted by aliens? We didn't hear a word you said, buddy.
Sound like a new language.
You're kind of used to it with Randall until he gets his internet fixed.
Well, is he on his phone or is he on a computer?
Can you hear me now?
A little bit better.
What I was saying was West Plains Mall Railroad Club is having their October fairgrounds coming month. I haven't got wind of the operating hour yet, but as soon as I find that out, I'll let you guys know. So
Okay. Let me see here. All right. Your poor Randall. Are you at home, Randall, or are you out on the road?
I'm actually at home. That's why I probably sound like I've been abducted. That's probably why I sounded like I've been abducted by aliens.
Yeah, it does.
So
it does. I mean, you're good right there where you are. So just stand right there. Don't go nowhere.
well, we'll see.
All right. Okay, there we go. White Wall Wills, good evening. You're one of the ones that I miss. Almar, good evening. Thank you for being here. So, all right. So, Dave, so how close are you to being done with your plan so you can kind of unveil what you're going to be doing?
Not too far. I actually haven't touched it since the live stream.
Uh-huh.
I've been so busy with work. They got us overtime and stuff, so I haven't really been able to touch it again since I live stream, which was really fun, even though it got a little distracted.
Oh, you mean the live stream between
The last one.
Oh, okay.
Sparky and you.
Oh, yeah. No, that was really a good time. I mean, I know Sparky's in the chat, and I'm just going to go out and say it. It was a really hard one to time the big guy out, Sparky. I mean, that was a pretty gutsy move. But you know what? Mystic backed me up on that one. He just didn't time Sparky out. He timed me out as well. So it was a good time. It really, really was. But I don't really want to do that all the time because that's actually not good. From what I understanding, you don't want to get timed out more than really once or twice because that's not good. So Mystic says it's good, Anthony, but so far just been working on all the time. The weathering is incredibly beautiful. Can't wait until we have some time to explore. And we've had some good Italian food, Georgia Sunbelt. Cool. Right on. That's good. Okay. Thomas, you got anything you would like to add to the conversation?
I'm just enjoying being here.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad you enjoyed being here.
Yeah, today,
But
today,
that's what,
that's nice. Is that a bash kit, or is that something a kit that you had, or did you make it?
it's a kit, but it's got a little few extras added into it.
Here, let me, Dave. Let me bring you up, Big. Let me take out the comment and let me bring you up, Grand. There you go, Dave.
The shutters are scratch built. The awning is scratch built. Otherwise, everything else is part of the kit.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. What does that say? Eat or fat?
Eat.
Your finger was covering the bottom of. Yeah, there you go.
Well,
Fat,
eating
fat,
will make you fat, right?
That is really cool.
fat, eat.
There you go. So now that was all scratch built, correct?
No, the kit, the
Oh,
shutters on the front are scratch built, and the awning over the door on this side is scratch built. Otherwise, it's a kit. There's a company that they do free kits when you buy $50 worth of product. But the only thing is about the kits, there's no instructions on how to build it.
oh, really?
Yep.
What kit is that?
Foscale models.
Foscale models. Okay. Huh. So I wonder, is that with all the models they don't come with instructions?
Just their free ones.
Oh,
That's how they can offer it for free. They just cut them up and just ship them out. They give a basic picture of it in the package.
Yeah, but I've seen instructions that aren't worth having in the first place. So
that's pretty
True.
cool. Okay.
But I mean,
so-
I've had, let's see now.
Go ahead, Dave. I've got you up big. Okay, John, School River Valley. Thank you for being here, buddy. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate you.
So here's another one of their free kits.
Wow, look at that. That is really cool. Now, when you mean free, what does that mean free?
They offer it. It's actually you pay a penny, but you have to buy $50 worth of their products. And so basically, it's actually they charge you a penny for it.
Huh.
And they've got a lot of different stuff. That's one. There's another one of theirs.
That is absolutely cool. Now, I see the buildings that you're presenting. Now, is this is obviously a time specific that you're modeling?
Yeah. Around 1958 is what I'm modeling.
Okay.
So transition between steam and diesel, kind of what I'm going for.
Okay.
So
You got another one you're going to bring up, or?
Nope, that's it. Those are the
Okay.
only three I got done right now. I mean,
Let
they've
me,
got. I don't have any of their kits, regular kit ones yet, or out here. But I mean, they do kind of stuff. They do they do a limited edition one every year.
Uh-huh.
This year was, what was it? Axle Alley. It's got 9 kits in it, buildings. But it pre-ordered and it sold out. I think they did 250 kits, and I think it sold out in a month.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I've never heard of anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to bring everybody back up on the panel again. So, okay, so I saw.
Heath is in.
Hello, Heath. Thank you for being here this evening. Yeah, so that's cool. Now, from what I'm understanding, that time period is kind of like one of the biggest NHO scale model is that time frame where the transitioning from steam to diesel, and
Mm,
you know um, I think a lot of stuff is really geared towards that. Not so much where I'm at, where modern, because most of my buildings are made by me, because they don't they just really don't make a lot of the modern buildings. So all the buildings you see behind me now, mind you, when it gets cooler in my garage, I'm going to bring up our special guest of the night, another one. Hello, AJ.
Hey guys,
Okay.
hey, Jay.
man, I'm sorry. I've been lagging it. I haven't been here for like 2 live streams. That's my bad.
It's okay, buddy.
Hey
It's
man,
okay.
life happens.
Yeah, and here it is again. Dave and I both, we sat down with AJ, and we told AJ, you are a team member no matter what. The only difference is you're in school, you're a youth. That is very important, and this is playtime for you. So there you go. So you always have a home here, AJ, and we I would much rather see you doing school than up here messing around. So, but welcome. Thank you for coming, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
So, um, so I have a question for the chat. So, um, the discussion between like what Dave, in his buildings are building. I mean, who all is building that era? And the steam era, transitioning into engine. Who all is doing that? Me, I am 100% modern. So,
Yeah, I do have some modern stuff because I'm part of a club,
oh, okay.
um, the, which isn't too far from my house. It's a 5,000 square foot layout. And so we can run whatever we want. And I have a lot of modern stuff for that.
Yeah, I run
About
mostly
me?
all modern too. Um, but I do have this weird habit of getting locomotives and freight cars that technically aren't what you would call modern era. I mean, they're fallen flag cars and locomotives. So, of course, Daryl's seen some of them already. The Seaboard locomotive, the Santa Fe Kodachrome engines. So I do have this weird habit of buying freight cars that are either extremely rare to see now or non-existent nowadays. So, in fact, I'll even show you one right here. I went to the Mid-South Hobby and went back to their Island of Misfit freight cars that were kind of so
I think we're gonna, and Randall, I think we're gonna have to get the MIB guys after you, because poor guy, you poor guy. Okay, so let me make you big.
I can't really tell what you guys are seeing because it looks fine on my end. So, but there's one of the cars right there
Okay.
that I picked up, and of course it's got some parts missing off the bottom of it right there. But
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll show you another one if I can find. Yeah, here's another one. Daryl, you'll like this one. There's another one right there. So.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah.
They're just awesome freight cars. So,
Yeah,
and
no,
I like
that is
the
really cool. Yeah.
I like the super shock control right there, lettering on the side too. So, and then finally this third one here. It's got a truck missing, but I can get a replacement for it.
Oh yeah.
It's all there except
Yeah,
for the
you know
truck.
what?
So
I have a couple of those.
yeah, they're great freight cars.
Oh yeah, no,
And
they're
then
really cool.
this one wasn't one that I bought today. I've had this one for years, but I these after air horn. I put this Nathan M5 air horn on this engine just to see how it looked, and I thought it turned out pretty good. So
Yeah.
And by the way, this
Randall.
if anybody's wondering, this engine does run. I did try it. So
Awesome.
there.
Okay, so let me put you back. Let me put us back down to. So, all right, AJ, what are you up to? We haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah.
Come up and talk. Come up and talk to us, AJ.
Sorry. Yeah. It was
Here, I'm gonna make you big. I'm gonna AJ. I'm gonna make you big. Okay, so
Right.
everybody can see you.
All right. Hey everybody. So I've been gone and this is the first time you guys seeing me. You guys are probably wondering what I've been doing. I've just been working on some models, and then I'm building a bridge, scratch built. For the track right here from Bachman, where the track goes on top of right here. And then we're gonna put it on top of this. Basically, I'm making the bridge from Santa Fe. Or Santa Fe? I think so. Santa Cruz. I think it's Santa Cruz. There you go. But anyways, I took a picture. I'll be making a video soon, probably about this, but I really haven't been able to make any videos. Been really really busy. We'll leave it at that. And then yeah, now I can show you some of the models that I have on the desk right now. This is an Athearn ready to roll. Let me see.
Let me take a comment down.
Oh, GP40X. Oh wow, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
You know, I saw that on somebody's video yesterday. Actually, that same locomotive.
Really?
Yeah, I believe so.
We actually have a couple of those units running around here on the third sub, but BASF has rebuilt them. They're called GP25X locomotives now. I don't know what they've done to them internally. I know they've did some stuff to the cab. They put different number boards on them, but I don't know what's. I don't know if they're downgraded horsepower wise or what it is, but they're mostly used for locals now. So
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they have these and built, but different kind of cab. But you have these down here running with.
Yeah.
This is an Athearn Genesis 15-1. Yeah,
that's a nice engine.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I like this one. And
It's
then,
beautiful as it sits, and then you went and slapped and tagged it.
oh, you want to see some of the? Yeah, that's before. That's before, and this is after.
Oh,
That's
wow.
cool.
That is really cool. Wow, look at that. That is really neat. God, you
If
took
I
a
don't,
beautiful
if I don't,
engine. And... Go
if
ahead,
I don't
Randall.
forget this, I've got an engine that I got to send to Daryl, or if AJ's got an email address or a Facebook page, I can send it to him directly. But
Yeah,
it's a BNSF engine. I caught it there, and the whole side of it's graffiti.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you
can
would love this one, AJ.
That's awesome. Yeah, I have some of them like that. Like this one, nothing but graffiti on the side.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, but I'm
really
definitely
amazing.
better pictures, of course, from these. And these are prototypical. I had to find these online. They're not the same engine, but they're on different kinds. Like this one. This one's pretty cool. I like this one.
Yeah.
And then this one, this side is actually prototypical. And yeah.
And again, you're doing these off of photos that you're seeing on the internet, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want something that you like and you took a photo of it, I can draw it on your trainer or whatever.
Yeah, the only downside is, AJ, I don't know what the other side of that engine looks like. I was only able to get a shot of the engineer's side of the locomotive. Because our rules work at where I work at, I can't foul the tracks, if you call it.
Yeah.
Or it, so
Yeah, I totally understand that. If you did get a good photo, you would be able to see the number, what number the locomotive is. Were you able to get a photo?
Yeah. I can look it up. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Yeah, maybe yeah,
Uh,
pull it up like on
I'll read the road number because I still got it saved on here. Um, let's see. Uh, Give me just a minute here because I got a bunch of them on here.
no problem.
Yes, I wanted to say
Oh,
welcome,
here it is.
Daniel and Debbie. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Hi, Nathan Delay. Thank you for being here.
It will be the BNSF 7738, AJ.
7738.
7738.
Write that down on something so I can look it up later. This sounds pretty cool. 7738 BNSF.
Okay,
cool.
So
Awesome. No, but I do have an email on my channel thing, and then I have an Instagram, but I don't have Facebook, which I probably should make a Facebook, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Those are really the locomotives, and then I have some of these right here lying around. These are nice.
Yeah, they're beautiful just as they sit. But it's really cool to see something like that you have taken and actually copied off and tagged. It is just amazing, AJ. You do amazing work. So here we go. Okay, so let me you got anything else you want to share with us, AJ?
Nope, that's really all I have on the workbench right now.
So AJ, how's school going? How's football going?
Oh, football is really bad.
Oh, I'm sure you have a lot of football guys in here. Me, I'm not a sports guy, so I let AJ take over that, or anybody else who wants to take over football. I'm just not a sports guy.
Yeah, I'm the quarterback of my team. That means I have to make sure the other teammates are doing what they need to do, which means that they have to learn the plays, and they are not learning the plays nor coming to practice. So I don't know these kids, but I know sometimes you can't get a ride, so it's okay. But yeah, other than that, we've just been losing games. It's fine though. It's okay.
If anybody can put up AJ's chat in AJ's channel in there, I got a bunch of moderators in there because Nathan is asking, just in case, if I'm not sub, what is your YouTube channel name? And I'm sure he's referring to Weathering with AJ. So
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, Randall, you back again?
Sorry, that signal got me.
Yeah. Okay, so Trackside Mike says, AJ, what rail line is that?
SJVR and what else? SJVR, and then I don't know what the other ones are. There's Genesee, Wyoming. I think if I'm saying that right. Genesee, Wyoming. All right, here.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Right there. If it's focusing. But other than that, I don't really know what this is. I just know the SJVR's ones. Those ones are actually local, so.
Okay. Okay, so that was interesting. That was interesting what Pappy said. Let me bring that one back up again because I didn't read it. The orange locals are Genesee and Wyoming, and they have taken over a lot of the short lines.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and also, Sparky said, "Why can't I talk in the chat?" I'm actually using my phone. I don't have my computer. I left it at school, so that's my bad.
Well, that's a nice place to leave it.
Yeah, it's safe. I get break into school and steal Chromebooks. We're good.
Mike at Pudham Junction. Sorry, my friend. I saw you in here and I mistakenly didn't say hello. My bag. I apologize. Welcome for being here. You've been hanging out. And Forever DC, good night. Thank you for being here. We're gonna add Randall again back to the stream.
Oh,
That's okay. So
darn.
Nathan says, I realize I've been subscribed to AJ. Cool.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I need to put more videos out there. I haven't been able to make videos. Barely able
Well,
to.
well, you're in school, so I mean, you're busy. So I mean, we all get that. I mean, I get that. Dave said the same thing. We both get that. And whenever you have time to come on up, it would be great, for you to come on up. So,
Yeah.
Now I did leave a link in the description a while back ago, a little bit ago. So I don't know if it's still there. If anybody wants to come up and you don't see the link up there, just raise your hand up and I'll put the link back in so you can come up and maybe say something, show off something, hang out. So okay. So okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to Thomas. Thomas, what else are you doing on your layout? Anything that everybody should know?
No, doing a lot of cleanup and details, and hopefully get my trains running soon. I just found a couple of signals that were out, and I went underneath the layout tonight, and I found a couple of wires that were loose. So I got to take the lightets off and resolder the wires on those things. And that's because I was moving around bus lines for my NCE boards underneath the layout. I had a problem with that the other day, and I finally figured that out for my button boards. So
Right.
they were all moving wires around, and then those were the first lights I put up, and may not have been a good soldering job on them. So I'm going to take them down and resolder everything and be back in business.
Right. Cool.
Yeah. So
hello, Edward. Happy Valley Hobbies. Hello. Okay, so now you have a signaling system. So what signaling system do you use? So everybody knows.
Okay. All my signals.
I'm going to bring you up big, Thomas. I'm going to bring you up tip because, for me, it's even hard to, that way you could speak.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so all my signals are 3 aspect masks, and they have a red, green, and yellow LED in them, and they're all connected to an NCE lighted. And then the lighteds are connected to an AIU01, and that communicates to my JMRI, and the signals are controlled by that. So when I dispatch a job in JMRI, if the signal's red, the train stops automatically, and if it's yellow, it slows down automatically, and stuff like that. So that all works. But the wiring is pretty simple. It's you get 4 wires on these signals, and one's a common, and one's for the red, yellow, and green. And I have terminal blocks underneath the layout, underneath the signals, and I plug those 4 wires into a terminal block, and then I take the terminal block other side and plug the lighted into it. And then I code the address of the lighted and make that the same number as the signal. So on all my signals, I have a little sign on it, and that number is the address of the lighted. So I can manually change the aspects if I want to on any signal at any time. Or otherwise, it's all automatic. Everything changes and all the turnouts are controlled by dwarf signals. They have a red and green LED in them, and they're hooked up to the lights also. So when the turnout changes, the aspects change to red or green depending on which way the turnout's going. So,
Cool.
and then I got a bridge that goes over my double crossover, and it has 4 dwarf signals up on that bridge, and it indicates which way the turnouts are turned for the double crossover and stuff like that. But everything's controlled by an NCE AIU01 and lights, and they all just go in. On the AIU01, it has so many ports on it, and it has grounds ports on it too. So you got 2 wires coming out of the lighted and going to the bus line and stuff like that. So the ground wires are all on a block too. So it's not complicated to set up. It's just if you have your blocks set up properly on your layout, and you place the signals in the block area, that when a train approaches that signal, it depends on what aspect it is, it will continue on to the next block or section, whatever you want to call it. So that's as best I can explain it. I've done a couple of videos, I think, on how I set up the lighted and the AIU01s and stuff like that. But they were some of my first videos I did, and stuff just goes in simple and it's easy to set up. But and all my signals I've gotten from 3 different places. I got them on eBay, and I got them from a guy out in Utah. I can't remember, Rich Patilla, I think his name is. He has a site, and he does a really good job of making signals and stuff like that. I got most of my stuff from him.
Cool. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to bring you down, and another guest. All right, we are going to bring up. Here we go. You ready? Hello, Nathan.
Hey,
Hey,
Nathan.
Nathan.
Hey, Nathan.
Sorry. Okay, before we get started, the reason why I'm coughing is it's really hot and I hadn't had a swig. Does anybody recognize this logo?
It looks like palm trees on there.
Yeah, there are palm trees on there. If you've ever been to Southern California, this is the place to go.
Oh wow!
This is In-N-Out. AJ, come on, you know this logo.
I know that logo. I know it's In-N-Out, but it.
Come on, what you saying, AJ? You're Southern Cali. You're not a Southern California guy. You don't like In-N-Out? What?
I used to. I guess they kind of.
You moved on to something better, right?
Moved on to Leo's Burgers. That's what I moved on to.
Oh, Leo's Burgers. Well, let me tell you, In-N-Out's been around for generations, and I mean generations. And they have just about five things on their menu, and that's the way they've kept it for almost the last 50 years. That's it. They don't have anything else. So, and they're just building them all over the place. So, anyways, Nathan. Where'd he go?
Awesome.
Okay, here we go. All right, Nathan, there you are.
I don't know.
Okay. So Nathan, what I'm gonna do, Nathan, is I'm gonna hide this comment, and then I'm gonna bring you up, and I want to hear what you've been up to, because I've seen some of your videos, and they're really exciting. So please tell us about them. Here you go.
Sorry, I don't know if it's me or a connection, but I heard some stacks. I couldn't hear the whole thing.
Oh, okay. All right. If you want me to take you down, I'll just keep you small, and you can talk from there. Or if you want me to keep you big so everybody can see you, what have you been up to?
Recently, I had to call someone because I had a really awesome opportunity. If you heard of YouTube modelers, it's like a YouTube channel that's been longer around than my YouTube channel since I was little, and they invited me, and I've been there before, probably in 2018, but recently I'll be there on the 19th of October, like a Q&A. Another thing that I'll be doing in the future is I'm going to scratch build another train called the Duchess of Hamilton. That's literally the first train I ever scratch built, and I'm going to remake it into a new Duchess of Hamilton based off of the same real train in England and York. And then after that, I'll build some kind of a 1800s train that has a boxcar and it's narrow gauge. I forget what they're called. What's in Rio Grande?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff. Yeah. So again, if my moderators would put up Nathan DeLay's channel so people can click on it, which I think most everybody probably is subscribed to Nathan, but if any one of my moderators could put that up, that would be wonderful. Cool. Okay, I'm going to take you down and we'll have a group discussion here. Let me go back to group discussion.
So Nathan, how did you make out with your hacking problem?
Oh, you mean Facebook?
Yeah.
It's been a little while. I had to make a new Facebook account because I couldn't get it back. Passwords change everything.
Good.
So if you ever see my YouTube logo, which is literally on my phone like this, but if it's with me with a Steam engine, that's my real account. But yeah, for a heads up, if anybody thinks like if they type in if they message the wrong guy on that logo, it's like definitely not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So Trackside Mike put up your what is John saying here? YouTube made a mistake. They indicate that Sean McGee put out a video after 6 months. Is that true?
That sounds weird if that was the case. I'm not sure about that.
Oh, wow.
I noticed what YouTube does for searching is that, like, if you have YouTube Studios on your phone, they'll I don't know why, but they do it to certain people. Like if you get comments that you get, and then YouTube Studios gets the same comments, but pick on certain people to say like, hey, this person said this, said that, like a regular comment. It's kind of weird. Does that make any sense?
Well, I can tell you on account of mine, on my account. Just when I thought I was subscribed to somebody, I'm noticing I'm not getting any content from that person. So when I go to look up, and I'm like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah,
why am I getting this 4 or 5 days later?
Yeah,
sometimes it happens, but when I go and back and look, I'm unsubscribed from them. So I don't understand what's going on, and I don't get it. So I'm constantly checking to see, because I try to comment as much as possible. Hello, Kyle Stevens, and welcome. And it's just one of those weird YouTube things, I guess. I have no idea.
Yeah, it is.
Because I seen it in here in the chat. Somebody was saying, "Hey, I thought I was sub to you, but I had to go back and resub to you." So I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. But here it is again. Like George from Florida Railroad Dog, he'll put out a video, but for some reason, when it finally pops up into my phone, I go to click on it, and it was like from 2 days ago. I'm like, and I just got the notification. I don't get that. It's the same thing with live feeds, like Boxcar Jerry's live streams.
Oh, yeah.
Today, I try to enter Jerry's as much as possible, but I'm on the road. But I didn't get his notification until almost 30 minutes later that he was live. 30 minutes. And I'm subscribed, and I have the bell notification on. So I don't get it. I don't.
Yeah, it's definitely YouTube, because a similar thing happens to me.
Well, do you have your notifications on in the settings for YouTube?
I don't know. I guess I'd have to go look.
Yeah, on YouTube, your iPhone, go down to settings. It'll show the app YouTube. It'll show notifications or not.
Oh.
I don't know.
Huh.
We're probably talking about something else.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I assume everybody, when you go and subscribe to somebody and you hit the subscribe, it comes up with 3 notifications. You hit one for not, one for yeah, you don't care, one for don't disturb. I'm not too sure what they all are, but I always hit the one for bell notification. I would assume that
Yeah.
you would get. Am I not right, guys?
No, you're right.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just saying. So it's just kind of weird.
It
Okay.
is. Yeah, I think YouTube's doing it to make more money that way.
Makes sense.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think they got a little too greedy. Sorry.
What did you say, Nathan? I'm sorry.
Oh, in my opinion, I think YouTube got a little too greedy. I know I
It could
shouldn't probably
be.
say that. What?
Well, I'm going to get going. Thanks for having me up, Daryl.
Okay, Dave.
Talk to you guys later. Everybody take
Okay.
care.
Thank you
Have
for
a
being
good
on,
one.
Dave.
You too.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Bye.
Have an awesome day.
Bye-bye.
Have an awesome night.
So, very good. Yeah, so I don't know. I was just one of those things.
Yeah.
Let me see what it was just one of those things it just came to note. Um, okay, weathering with AJ. What happened to you, weathering with AJ?
Here. Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here.
All right, cool. Sorry.
You leaving on me already?
No, my mom messaged me and I tried to swipe up since I'm using my phone.
Oh, okay.
Like you
All
said,
right.
touchy. I went through the messages.
That's okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, so there's a bunch of comments in here. They're kind of saying the same thing, and Sean McGee, I mean, says the same thing. It says YouTube is terrible for notifications.
It is.
And George says, same here, Wigwag. I hit the bell for all my subs and rarely get any. So, yeah, so that's kind of that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I heard YouTube. The more you're on YouTube, the more they make money.
And it could be. I mean, I like I said, I don't know and I don't understand it. It's just kind of weird. So, like Stormy Skies, Stormy Skies. It was one of the ones that I wasn't getting notifications, or I wasn't getting because usually they post quite a bit, and it just so happens I was just looking up and I saw one of the videos. So when I commented on it and I looked up and I went to I was completely unsubscribed from them. So I didn't understand that. So of course I resubscribed and hit the bell notifications. So yeah, so it's weird. I don't get it. So and then yeah, YouTube can't keep up with all the notifications. Yeah, that could be true too. I mean, that really could be. You know.
Yeah, I know I have a hard time getting notifications on a lot of channels too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
well, I can tell you one thing. They're on top of music, and they're
Yeah.
on top of they're on top of music, TV. There's a guy that I subscribe to that live streams quite often. Has nothing to do with model railroading, but all of a sudden he stopped live streaming, and I went up on his page, and I saw one of the videos that I was in was gone. So I went into the last one, and his comment was to everybody, he got a strike. He got a strike for playing Nintendo on live TV.
yeah.
By I
Well,
guess I guess I can kind of see that, but I mean, okay.
well, Daryl, you remember that story I told you where I was looking up this channel and he got his channel almost taken down because he showed like 12 seconds of a Yu-Gi-Oh cartoon.
Oh,
And Studio Gallup come down on him, I think was who it was, or no, it was Konami. Yeah, it was Konami that come down on him.
wow. Yeah, so that's kind of crazy. I mean, I guess I can kind of see it. So, I try to be careful with, what people are doing in the live stream with,
Yeah.
music, because I'll get a strike for that. I'll just shut it down real quick because I'll get there's a certain word for it. It's I don't know. Can anybody help me out? It's
Penalty?
Right?
it's a what?
Penalty?
So it'll come to my mind, but it's a pretty serious one, and they
Copy.
Yeah.
really, yeah, they
Oh,
frown on it.
copyright.
There you
Yeah.
go, Nathan. Thank you. A copyright strike, and that's exactly what it is. Yeah, and I even gave him a $20 super chat in that one, and guess where that went? Didn't go to him. It went straight to YouTube for a copyright strike. Yeah, so I was not happy about that, but I mean, what are you gonna do? So, you know, I mean, like when look, my channel is monetized. So when somebody gives me a super chat, they take their so if it's $10, I only get $7 of that. That's it. They take 30% right off the top. So, and my ads are the same way. So, but doesn't really matter. I get they need to get their money too. So let me see here. I'll be okay. Let me see here. Oh, thank you, Trackside Mike. Copyright, yeah.
Yeah, I got a copyright notification for the NASCAR Rumble video that I did.
Oh,
And that game is 20. Let's see, it came out in late 1999, around first of 2000. So it's 20, almost 23 years old, and still got a copyright strike for it.
and that's still on your page.
It's still on my channel. Yeah, it's not a copyright strike. It's I forgot what they call it, but um,
Huh.
I may have
Wow.
to end up privatizing that video. I don't know, but I'll wait and
Yeah.
see what they do.
So Pappage says I got a copyright notice for a video 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's what it was, a notice.
Oh, okay. So Pappy got a notice too. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, I mean, wow, there's a lot of but they do great stuff. Okay, let me see what this says. But they do need to get so much of it, Daryl. Oh yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I'm it doesn't really matter to me that they take that. I mean, and I totally get that. And besides, this is not a money making thing for me. This isn't.
Yeah,
It's not a money making thing. As a matter of fact, I've said it before. I would have never gone monetized if it hadn't been for Dave from Crooked River Eastern. And Dave sat me down and said, Daryl, you've earned it. You might as well take 70% of it. You might as well. If not, they're going to take 100% and profit off of you. You might as well take 70%. So I do get a check. I mean, I've already got 2 checks. So I mean, yeah, I mean it's nice, but it doesn't cover anything for the time, and that's not what this is about. I enjoy doing this. I love doing this. I can care less about it, but it is a milestone. So I took the milestone. Why not? So yeah, so there's a lot of JD says I get those once in a while. Huh. Well, there you go. They're on top of that, but when it comes to notifications, forget it.
I had that in my second or third video I did, but it was background music on my Sirius radio that I was playing. I didn't even realize the camera picked it up, and I posted it, and they rejected it immediately.
Okay. Yeah, Daryl, I just looked it up, and it says copyright claim on it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
copyright claim. Yeah, that's right.
So,
Well, see, Trackside Mike says I deleted a video because I had music playing. Well, I did a video. Okay, while I was doing a video. Yeah, you can do that too because they're pretty. It's amazing how on top of it they are. Next thing you know, we will all get strikes for showing. Okay, to Stevens. And next thing you know, we'll all get strikes for showing railroad logos. I mean, who knows? I mean, really, who knows?
Don't give him any ideas, Wigwag.
Right.
Aren't they copyrighted too? So what's the difference, right?
That's a really good question. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know.
What was the question?
Railroad logos.
Oh, railroad logos? Probably not.
I believe it. Yeah, I think he's right.
Okay, so Kyle Stevens says, funny thing, I find YouTube is a channel I watch a lot. I get very little notifications. The ones that I don't watch a lot, I get every notification. Even the channels I've only watched one video. Oh, yeah, I hear you on that one. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Isn't that funny?
That's hard for you to do, I think.
Okay, I'm really behind, guys. So let me start bringing up some. You could, Derek Allens, you could watch 1,000 railroad videos, and YouTube doesn't give you any suggestions for it. But touch one video of something else, and you'll get 100 of those, and that is correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know. I watched a documentary of how YouTube is like with Facebook. So like, let's say if you like something, they'll if you go to a different social media, they'll know what you did, and then they'll be more.
So Mystic says, Nathan DeLay, I was asking about Amherst train show in Massachusetts in January, Nathan.
To be honest, sorry, I don't know if I can make it. I'm not sure if I'm close to there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
I heard something was gonna happen in LA. It was at a train shop. Remember I told you we should meet up over there? I forgot what it was called. Like Orange Empire, I think.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I think they're having another event in October. And right now I'm trying to get all my grades up so I go over there.
Oh, really? Well, you just need to let me know. I mean, it's not too far away from me. Georgia Sunbelt says, guess the state of Georgia is coming after me for using the state border outline. Huh. Oh, well, then there you go.
Really?
I think he's being sarcastic.
Yeah, I think he's
Oh, okay. I hope he's being. Anthony, I hope you're being sarcastic, because that would not be good. Because that's exactly what we were talking about.
Well, he's just saying that's how stupid it all is, right?
Oh, speaking of meeting up, I'm hoping to go to Northlands. If anybody's might have heard of that place, it's a big train display. It's there. The building is like shaped as the White House, but not that big of a White House. And I'm hoping to do like a YouTube meet and greet there, and hopefully if they let me run some trains there that I built.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've done it before when I met Heath for the first time, but yeah.
So Nathan, you build trains?
Yep.
Like what? Like what kind of?
One time I built a camper, well, actually the first train I ever built was based on a real British train called the Duchess of Hamilton, and shockingly enough, it was in this country, America. I mean, and I thought, oh, I'll just build how it was in America, and then I built that one first, and I built several, maybe hundreds. One time I made a GP30. It was pretty big. It's like maybe this long. And then I gave it to an owner called Andy Mower, who owns the Ready Northern Railroad. And then he was so amazed by it that he gave me a personal letter. And then that became on their magazine.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. Dwight, is it your birthday today? Is it Dwight's birthday today?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
I'm
read
not,
again.
or
No.
are we just saying happy birthday because it's happy birthday?
This
And
happened
that's hilarious.
too. That happened last time I live streamed too. Who said it? It was like Jerry or something, and they were like, "It's Jerry's birthday. It's Kyle's birthday. It's Daryl's birthday." What
I
happened?
think,
What's happening right now? Both
My
well, it
guess,
head.
yeah, it's not my birthday for sure. I can tell you.
my
I don't
guess is
That's not mine either. So
My guess,
Yeah.
because it kind of happened before, is like Facebook. If you like put your birthday and the day you were born on there, then Facebook somehow says say happy birthday to this person or that person. And when I went to someone else's live stream, they say, hey, it's Nathan's birthday.
Right.
Hi, Corey. Welcome this evening. Cool.
Yeah, well,
So Nathan, explain to people how you make your locomotives. Am I not correct? You make them out of bullet shells, or
Yeah, that has been the case at one time.
oh, just that one time?
Well, there has been like maybe several rare times. I'll get to that later. But my first train I
Okay.
built was a soy can train. But then 2020 I decided I'm gonna change up a bit. So I decided to go with my grandpa get some bullet shells just so I can make the train itself, and that has a lot of pulling power because of
Uh-huh.
the way of the bullet shells. But that was not an easy task because kind them up and bang the heck out of the metal, and the worst part was soldering it because you have to sand it because if you don't, they won't stick as like wires, for example.
Awesome. Pretty cool. Sorry, guys. Okay. So I did put up another link there just in case anybody new wanted to come up in, and Robert popped in. He said, just popped in to say hi, not going to stay long, keeping an eye on everything with the hurricane coming through. Oh,
oh,
wow, Robert. So you pretty close to that hurricane, if that's,
Near Tampa Bay's area.
Um,
Right there.
oh, yeah.
I have a grandparents that live in Florida. If that is similar to what he's saying.
Yeah, my
Oh,
brother
wow.
lives in Key West, and I was watching videos he was sending me from there.
yeah, I was watching Steve Childers' stream earlier today, or I say watching more like listening in, and it sounded like he was getting ready for it to come through there. So
Awesome. Yeah. I have family that lives in Florida too, but they live on the panhandle closer to, I would say, Louisiana.
That's scary.
So they're going to get some weather, but not very much.
Yeah,
Um,
I know the storm is Puerto Rico, but that's where my mom is now.
oh, man.
okay. So Robert says I'm in Pinellas County next to Tampa Bay. Okay. Yeah. You're pretty much right there on the,
You're in
right where the path is. Yeah.
and we've got burn bans going on up here, so uh,
What is that?
we can't burn anything.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
drought.
Not even firewood.
Hey, George.
Well, I mean, you can burn like stuff in your furnace and stuff. What they're talking like is you can't burn garbage outside or set your fields on fire to burn them off or anything like that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
So
weird. We've got George from Florida Railroad Dog here with us. Hey, George, what's up?
Hey, happy
what's
birthday,
up?
Curly.
Hey, I'm going to put you up, George. I'm going to put you up big since you're new on the panel here. Here you go, brother. I saw one of your videos today where the water level was coming up to like your pool almost.
Yeah, man. Last night I posted a picture. I was out driving around and a tornado hit in Cooper City, which is like a mile away from here, and I was right nearby. I was able to take that picture.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was amazing. I've seen tornadoes on TV. I've never seen them that close. So,
It must be scary in person than it is on TV.
yeah, man. It did some damage, but thank God it's on the West Coast. I'm in South Florida, so
Wow.
we just got a lot of water, a lot of flooding, and yeah, the lake is it won't come up. I've seen it worse than that, but
My
I'm praying for everybody, Dave, and everybody on the West Coast. Those guys they're getting hammered.
my oh, sorry. My grandparents who live in Florida, they had to evacuate the house because they were worried that the house get destroyed. It might have, but I'm not certain about that.
Yeah, man, that's it's scary. I'm telling you. Tomorrow and the next day, you're gonna see all the damage because it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of on the news. I mean, some really serious damage. I mean, I can't believe how much flooding there is already.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just so hard.
All that's in the coast, so they knew they were gonna get there were gonna be a lot of flooding, and that's the worst. The wind is not that bad. It's all that flooding and that comes in and destroys everything. I mean, there's water all the way inside the city, so it is what it is, man. Nature's the way it is. That's a risk you take when you live in Florida, man.
Yeah.
It could happen. So
Yeah. Well, that's the risk you take anywhere. Here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you down small. I just wanted to bring you up so everybody can see your nice face and know that you're here in the chat. And it's like here. It's the same thing in Southern California. When you live up against the mountains, or when you live close to the mountains, when the mountains start to burn, everything is there. I mean, they evacuate everybody. I mean, I'm sure you guys have all seen the California wildfires and everything else. It's the same thing. It just depends on where you live.
Yeah.
It does.
But
Wildfires and mudslides out there, right?
I can tell you, being Southern California and having family all over the United States in tornadoes and windstorms and hurricanes, I would much prefer a California earthquake over any of those any days.
Oof. Be careful with your words, Daryl. Be
I'm
careful
telling
with
you.
your
Yeah.
words.
I'm telling you. I mean,
Well,
yeah, you've got the warning there and everything, but the damage is just with the tornadoes and hurricanes is just it's just wild.
I
Yeah.
was out in California in 1989 when they had that big one out there in San Francisco and Oakland.
Oh yeah,
I was supposed to go to the World Series game that night, and
yeah.
I was on my way to it. And then we were in the hotel because I was out there working with IBM, and they, the guy had tickets to the World Series, so we were going to go. And then the whole place just started rocking like crazy, and when we finally got out of the building and saw all the devastation all over the place, highways were collapsed on top of each other. It was a real mess.
Do you know how?
Yeah. I remember that night. I was watching the World Series. When it started shaking, it was probably a few minutes later we got a little bit of a shockwave from that earthquake. So yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, we were working late. We got out late. That's why we didn't get to the game early. And good thing.
Yeah. Do you know how strong it was?
I think it was a 4 point something. I can't remember the exact number. That was back in 1989. Come on now. You weren't even a wink in your dad's eye at that time.
Yeah, I can tell you, Anthony, I hope so, because I'll tell you what, when it becomes an island, I'm going to jump the hell off.
That was the old saying, right? California is going to become an island, and that was it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Hello, Steve 87th. Welcome. And Derek says, and suddenly Daryl had a waterfront property. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that is the old joke. It really is. There's a one big fault line between all those states, and California was just going to fall into the ocean.
And then everybody in Nevada was the beachfront, right?
Right. Exactly. So, but still, I would take an earthquake over any of those, just because you never know when it's going to happen, and it doesn't matter. You go on about your day. You don't know that something horrible is coming, and you spend your next few days boarding down your house and getting ready for it, and it just comes through and obliterates your neighborhood anyways. So
Well, at least hurricanes, they know when they're coming. People can prepare ahead of time.
right,
The worst
exactly.
one is a tornado. They just pop up and no one knows what's going to happen. But they've tried to come up with some kind of sensing stuff for tornadoes too. So they're
Yeah.
working on that stuff. Hopefully they'll get it before people, give them a little warning anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like snow too, snow, it's coming, stuff like that. I've been in blizzards and stuff like that. And what's even worse is a tornado on the water. That's called a water spout. That's an upside down tornado. And
is that what that is?
Yeah. And I was on it. When I lived in Key West, we used to have a jet ski rental place, and we were out with jet skis. I was taking people on a tour around the island, and all of a sudden, off to my left, maybe 100 yards away, a water spout just popped right up, and you don't want to be anywhere near it.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of different things in the weather, that's for sure. Seems like it follows me around. Because I lived in Key West for 3 years, 10 hurricanes. Then I moved back to New Jersey, and not even a month after I was moved back, they had what they call a hurricane here, but it was not a hurricane. They don't know what a hurricane is in New Jersey. If a hurricane ever hit New Jersey, we'd be still digging out. The trees up here couldn't handle those kind of winds.
Right. Yeah. Well, Mother Nature will show us how small we really, really are.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, it's like here, you can, the building codes for California and the earthquake is just, I mean, I get it. I totally get it. And most of the time I agree. But Mother Nature is still going to show her power, no matter how high, no matter how big, no matter how wide you build it. Right. Mother Nature is going to show her strength. Period. The end. And it's just where the epicenter is. That's all it is.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Let me scare you a little bit, Daryl. I heard on the news that they said there's going to be 7.8 earthquake in LA.
Jeez.
Yeah. On the news, and I was like, okay, what the heck? So I have to dig into it more, but scientists are saying this is coming soon, very soon.
I heard the same thing. I've been hearing the same thing for decades. Wow. And
we've heard similar stuff about the New Madrid Faultus over in the Boo Hill, Missouri. Okay. But I've heard that just about all my life. So,
yeah, I worry about it the day it comes, because that's when it just depends on where you are, and that's all it is. It just depends on where you are.
Most of California is supposed to crack and float off into the middle of the ocean. So that's what
that's when I said, George, that's when I jump off the island.
Because of that San Andreas fault or whatever.
Bob says, Daryl, move to Canada. No, they don't want me there. I'm a very bad man.
What makes you say that?
Oh, I'm a very bad man. My middle name is Tro.
That's strange for them to judge like that.
I'm just kidding, Nathan.
Sorry.
Come on, Nathan. You got to read the sarcasm.
Yeah. Well, that's been a pretty interesting topic. But no, I'll just never forget. I was sitting there watching the World Series, and all of a sudden you hear the crowd. I thought the crowd was cheering, but there was nothing to cheer about. And all of a sudden I realized the whole stadium was like a wave. I was like, no way. We're actually watching this live TV. And like I said, it was minutes later, we felt just a little rollers coming our way. And it was the most scariest thing, but it tumbled a lot of stuff in San Francisco. I mean, a lot. So
I was on a 16th floor of a hotel, and that was not the place to be.
No.
And I had to walk down the stairs because they wouldn't let anybody use the elevators.
Oh, wow. Anthony says from Georgia Sunbelt in 2012, we had a tornado, earthquake, hurricane in 1 week. Seemed like the world was coming. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Very much so.
I'm setting off tornadoes a lot of times.
I was 12 years old when that happened.
Oh.
That's a crazy long time ago.
Huh.
Guys, I'm gonna get off. I'll stay on the chat, but I'm gonna get off the live.
Oh, okay, George. Hey, George, thank you for coming up, brother. Hey, hey, I got one thing to ask you since you're on live. So you're all set up with OBS and everything. Everything looks good. When are you going to start live streaming?
I don't know, man. I'm still kind of. I gotta get more. You know, I run out of things to say real quick, so I don't know. I still got to work on it.
Oh,
well, George, you're very welcome to join here, and you can practice.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know?
I will.
Okay. All right, George. Thank you very much.
Bye.
See you later.
We'll see you, buddy.
So, Daryl, is that what you use OBS?
No. No. I just StreamYard. That's it.
Oh, that's yeah. That's my creation. Sorry.
Oh yeah, very
Nathan,
nice.
if you want here, Nathan, hold on. I'll bring you up big, Nathan. There you go. So we can all see.
Sorry, it might be a little bit bad reflection, but
I kind of can see it.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh, there you go. That's better.
That's even better.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's my British camper. Oh, I found it actually runs everything about it. Right to the wheels have been repurposed. Like I put a gear on one of the wheels, and then I put like some kind of already some wire. But yeah, that's my first creation that I did that can run its own power.
That is really cool, Nathan. You are a very talented young man. You really are. I enjoy seeing the stuff that you build, and I don't think there's anybody quite like that I've seen out there that does what you do, and that's what makes your channel so unique.
I agree. Oh, thank you.
Okay, so now there's another one right here where Steve 87 says, "Now I remember when that volcano went off. I was alive. I mean, I remember that." Well, that's just a scary subject in itself. I mean, we could talk all day about just volcanoes, but let's see. We actually had an earthquake last year here in Michigan. The origin was out of Lake Erie, but it shook our houses a little bit. And for somebody who's in a region who's never felt an earthquake before, I can just tell you, it's an experience to watch the ground and everything move.
Yeah.
Does it feel like it goes this way, like you see on TV?
A little bit.
Oh.
So I would say last time.
Okay, Bubs, thank you, buddy.
An earthquake. You try to stand on your bed.
Oh,
like, balance yourself on the bed. It kind of feels like that, where it's like shaking.
Oh, I see what you mean. So it's like hard to balance.
Mm-hmm. It's bad. It's horrible.
Yikes.
Good night, Anthony. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here, partner.
Good night, man.
Have an awesome night.
Okay, I think we got a question for me tonight. Daryl, is your layout done, or are you still having spots on working on? Pappy, no. My layout, I would say, is 75-80% done, but I don't show a lot of it. Well, because I'm still new to YouTube. I haven't had time to show really all of my layout. I did do a layout update a while ago, but everything's changed. I still have a lot to work on, and that's why I wanted to do this channel. Was, because I do want to do some work on this channel, but the problem is the last 3.5 months, it's been over 100+ degrees in my garage, and it's not. I can just tell you guys, it's not fun being in a garage that's over 100 degrees, and I wish I could live stream from somewhere else. not the garage, but I can't. You know, I can't film in the house, and so that's it. So I have another hobby. It's a saltwater marine aquarium. It's huge. It's beautiful. I grow actually coral in it, but I could have a YouTube channel on that. But I don't film inside my home, so I'm not allowed to film inside my house. Period. The end. And there's no rooms in my house to film from either. Um, but anyways, I got to figure something out because I can't be in here when it's 112. And trust me, guys and gals, I did not want to be here tonight. I really didn't because, well, now it's 103 in the garage. I did not want to be here tonight. I really didn't because it's just way too damn hot.
So did you get the air conditioner from your work yet?
You know, I got an air conditioning in one of my units here, but it's here it is again. It's been so hot. I didn't even want to do that. So
You have to
yeah.
film like Jerry.
Yeah, see, like Daryl, says, sorry, I've never seen all of your layout. Yeah, I'm gonna do a layout update. That is gonna be my next thing. The only reason why I started doing rail fanning videos, it was just for the sheer fact that I kind of live in a different area, and I thought the trains here would be a little different. I had no idea what would happen. I had no idea if they would get views. I had no idea. And so they're just random videos. But to my surprise, they've been a pretty big hit. And but to be honest with you, I really don't want to do real fan videos. I really don't. But they've been a super, super big hit. So I guess I'll continue to do them. But my main purpose for being on here on YouTube was my layout to help people. And I have accomplished that. So I'm very grateful for everybody who supports me, who supported me, who's supporting me tonight, who's on this channel. I'm very humble to all of you for being who you guys are. So and I appreciate you all. John Banicki, good evening. Sorry, guys.
Now, does the heat affect your components at all? That hot?
Okay, here's the thing.
I'd be concerned about that.
Well, yeah, and that's why the last a couple streams I haven't been running my trains is because it's just way too hot. If I was to go up and touch one of my locomotives tonight, it's warm. It's not even on. It's just warm. And so that's why I'm not running any trains. I go back and watch my live streams, okay? See what I can do better. But I can tell you one thing, what I see in the background, remember, guys, I always say we're all viewers. And if you look at your own video from a viewer perspective, you can get an idea what you're doing correct and what you're not doing, what you're doing wrong. I can tell by looking at my videos in the background, when I see trains running in the background, it's an eye catcher. That's why I do it, and that's why I stream from here. But I have other places to stream from. It's just that I just choose this one right now. That's all.
Oh, Daryl?
Yeah.
I'm curious. If you have done modeling trains, I wonder, you said about the aquarium, maybe you could do like a second pirate ship in the aquarium, like Odyssey. I guess if you know what I mean. Suggestion.
Well, here it is again. I mean, I love my marine aquarium. It's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. It's like one of those things I don't even want to go in my living room and turn on the TV. Why? I have something beautiful to look at. So,
sorry.
But I just can't film in the house. That's a different subject. AJ, why are you laughing?
My mom same thing, Jake. You can do that. Do not film my. All right, Mom.
Do you have any octopuses or jellyfish?
No, too delicate. No, too delicate. But I do have a striped eel, a tiger eel. Yeah, and I had him when he was like about 2 inches long. He's about almost 2 feet long now. Just picture he's a maroon color and he's got white rings all the way around him. And I feed him raw shrimp, and and I feed him like once a week, and he doesn't pick on anything. But it's quite a sight to see when he comes out. It's to most people, it's kind of horrifying. But I've been lucky with my tank, and it's completely covered on the tops with a screen, so he doesn't get out. But the screen is kind of big because of all the lighting that's going into there. I have to keep it to where he can't crawl out, because he will crawl out. So, anyways,
Have a great white shark in there, right?
no, I was never into that.
Oh, have you seen like videos where somebody just throws a jar and it has food in it, and turns out the octopus knows how to somehow open the jar even if it has like a lock on it? They succeeded. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Nathan. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat. Go ahead.
So like they succeed anyway. Like somehow they're smart enough to realize, oh, it's like this way, it's like that way. Then somehow they open it and then they get the food out and just leave it there.
Yeah, you're right. They do have that too. Yeah, you do have that too. So Curly was saying, watch his video. He shows it all. He even has a lower level. Yeah, I do have a lower level, and it's actually staging. Really, I got a lot of packed into this garage. I really, really do. And I can run anywhere from typically I run like a 52, 54 car consist, but I can run closer to 80 to 90 cars without touching each other. So, and I do that every once in a while just to impress the kids on the street. When I open up the garage door, they get a kick out of it. So, yeah.
Well, I don't know what the temperature is out here since I moved outside, but it's getting pretty nippy out here. I figure it's probably in the 40s right now.
No, 40s.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to like be in the mid 40s for tonight. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, boy, it's been nice during the day. Low 70s, low to mid 70s for the high.
Yeah, it's 59 right here now.
It's just dry as all get out.
Okay, off the rails. Thank you for being here. Good night. And then JD says he's at 71.
Wow. It's like 80 over here already. 80 or 90 in Bakersfield right now.
Yeah.
Daryl's in 3 degrees in his garage. That's crazy. I can't believe you're still here, Daryl. I can't believe it.
Like I said, I do this for the love of the hobby. I mean, I really do. I enjoy this is what my live stream I enjoyed doing pop-ups. I really did. I just did just doing pop-ups whenever. But when I finally decided I wanted to do live streams, this is what I envisioned it to be. Just people coming up talking about their layouts, and but actually I would really like to show how I build stuff, and I just don't want to do it when it's 100 degrees. So down the road, I'm actually going to be doing videos on stuff. And hopefully if the weather cools down this weekend, I'm actually going to not stream from this area. I'm going to stream from another area next time and see how that works out, because I need to change my live streaming area. But this is a nice area to live stream. It's just been so hot. And, I didn't really want to live stream tonight. I really, really didn't, because it was just so darn hot. It was hot today, being out in the trucks and being out on the road, and then coming home and coming into a 115-degree garage. Everything you touch is warm. So Thomas, yes, your answer, yes. It's a very high risk of damaging stuff, but I don't turn anything on except for the lights. Nothing's on. Everything's off. So yeah. Now, with that same question, guys, you guys that live back east and you guys live in the snow, wouldn't that be the same thing if it gets below 0?
Yeah, you got the other.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Right?
Well, last winter it got down to -4 for the low. In fact, I took a picture of the thermometer and put it on Facebook because it had been a long time since it got that cold, and I actually had to bring my trains inside. Of course, I bring them in during the summer too, where they're not just frying out there. But
Okay.
I bring them in the wintertime too, because the cold has a pretty nasty effect on them too.
Yeah, you get moisture from cold. That's the worst.
Well, that and the lubrication starts to harden up in them
Wow.
when it gets
Oh.
cold.
Any
Oh.
guys insight? Because
The grease and oil in them.
yeah.
Yeah. In the answer to trackside mics, I can open the garage door, and the garage door is open. It's cracked. If I open up my garage door and I close my door, I get no breeze. And the reason why I have to close my door is because the minute my dog sees something, they go after it and they don't stop. They
Mhm.
will latch on to whoever it is, whatever it is, and tear them to shreds. So because I don't socialize my dogs, it's just, they hate everybody and everything.
Can't you put a gate up or a screen up so the dogs can't go through it?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I was thinking about that. Actually, somebody suggested, hey, Daryl, why don't you just open up your door to your house where the air conditioning is and put a fan in there? So I was thinking about doing that, but actually, I'm still thinking about streaming from another place because I just don't want to do this here in the summertime. This is just awful. Not unless I bring the air conditioning out for the one day that I'm going to be doing it and get the room nice and chilly. I might have to do that. So I'm going to work on something. So, but Derek Alexander says, Derail Daryl, we like the lake scene behind you. So can't move. Just sit and sweat. Take it for the team. Laugh out loud. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that. I got to tell you, Derek Alexander, I think he was one of my first. Derek was, I think, one of the first ones that commented on my videos, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Yeah, Derek has been a great fan of mine, and then Derek's been a great friend, and yeah, he's always commented on my videos, and I appreciate you, Derek. But let me see. What did JD put here? Demo Derby this Saturday at Vendor. Oh, that sounds cool. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, Grandpa Rels and I, we live 2 hours away from each other.
Wow.
And we've yet to hook up. And AJ, how far away do you think we are from you? A couple hours?
No. What the heck? We're like 1 hour and 40 minutes away.
Oh, really? Is that where Bakersfield is? I'm thinking you lived up in, I don't know.
No, my dad goes to LA like every other day.
Oh, really?
That's why I'm telling you. Well, not all the time, but I told you right now about the event in October. We're not too far away from each other. We can just meet up there or something. I don't know. We could do a little something.
Yeah, I'll take you to In-N-Out, brother.
No, I'm gonna take you to Leo's Burgers. That's what I'm gonna do.
Come on. I mean, how could you resist a cup like this? I mean, hello.
There it is.
Come on.
Got you. That's how they got you. That's how they. Not because of the food. It's because of the name. It's because of the
Commercialism.
commercial. There you go.
So speaking of Derek, okay, now speaking of Derek, and you're very welcome, Derek. Thank you very much. Speaking of Derek has been, from what I understand, in the midst of making videos of layout. So we all got to look out for Derek's videos, and I'm really excited for Derek. So this should be a lot of fun. And of course, Mystics, since he's moved to Rhode Island, we're looking forward to his track builds. And
yeah, I was just going to say, I almost forgot, since Mystic Railroad's an N scaler, he'll be happy to know the club will have an N scale layout going at the fairgrounds too. So
okay. So here, okay, so meet up at Tehachapi Loop. I think that would be a great idea, JD. I think that would be a really great idea. I think that would be a really fun trip.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to try to get together and do something like that. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, the Tehachapi Loop is pretty cool. I've been
Oh,
there.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Is that a hopper car by your engine, AJ?
What happened?
Is that a hopper car?
This one?
Yep.
Yeah, it is. This is
Uh,
a hopper cars I did. This one's not weathered, but if you want to see a really weathered hopper car,
Here, I'm gonna put you up solo, AJ.
okay, all right.
I seen ones exactly like that, but my favorite railroad colors.
There's a lot of these out there. Let me show you.
Wow.
Check this out.
Oh,
Wow,
dang.
that looks awesome. That looks like it's a real thing.
Yeah, I've seen some just like that one, AJ.
Oh yeah, I love doing the heavy weathering, big time.
Yeah.
And
It's like
then
it's not a beating.
like the yellow reflective strips, those are actually reflective, and I weather the reflective strips too.
Nice.
Yeah, and then on the roof, you can't really see it right now, but on the roof, if you look like in between the hatches and the walkway, I actually put baking powder right there. You can probably see
Wow.
like
That's smart.
I'm trying to get it to focus, but I put baking powder right there to add texture.
Interesting. When I this is still Pennsylvania, but when I go to Schuylkill County, which is the railroad that is part of, I still see railroad cars that local to me. But when I ride on the train from Amtrak to Pittsburgh, but sorry,
Nah, you're good. That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah.
yeah, to me that's like a shocker for me. Then I see someone else from like like who just posted a comment. He saw some railroad stuff, even though he wasn't where I'm from. With all due respect. Yeah. If I'm
Okay,
making sense.
Edward County, and is that your name? And
Edward Katie.
oh, Edward Katie. Okay.
Yeah.
Happy Valley.
Yes.
Okay,
The one-
because I didn't see the rest of it. It was all cut off.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. How you doing, Edward?
I'm doing fairly well. One of the things that I've been doing lately, instead of working on the layout,
I'm going to bring you up. I'm going to bring you up solo, so everybody can see everybody. I'm going to take the comment down. That way we can see you big.
Looks like that's gonna be a river.
So you have the floor.
Yes. Well, the thing is that what I've been doing is small little dioramas. To basically to practice on it instead of putting on the layout, and especially since my layout doesn't have room for a water feature and all that, so I wound up buying some bridges and all that, and wound up putting together. These are from Hunter Line. And tried out different techniques for water and etc. and all that, just to play, just to increase my skills and all that, like and find out. And sometimes you wind up making mistakes, like I should have kept this this brown instead of green because the green is showing up and doesn't look right. But another thing I'm trying out is something that, as far as I know, no one has done before, and that's broad gauge. This is actually 6 foot broad gauge in HO scale, and the funny thing is that the guardrails are actually standard gauge.
Now, what is broad scale?
Broad gauge. It's
broad gauge.
Yeah. Well, narrow gauge is narrower than standard gauge. Broad gauge is broader than standard gauge. This is I actually have set up as 6 foot, which I guess I guess there's no official designation right now, but it would be HOW6. the interesting thing is that there is a broad gauge society over in Britain that does the 7-foot Fresnel gauge. But yeah, and one of the interesting things is that I'm going to be using models like this. This is an old Tyco.
Wow.
And the thing is that this is not HO scale. This is more closer to OO because they didn't have motors that were small enough to fit in these things that were cheap. So they this actually goes out to the width of it's almost 11 feet, and HO scale the loading gauge for America is 10. So my idea with this is not only to make the wheel the gauge to 6 foot and all that, but also turning around and I think I need to make the cab a little bit shorter because it's much more large. If you put an HO scale engineer in there, they just look really small because it's a smaller scale. But thing is, I just recently bought a lathe from Micromart, so I got to learn on how to use that first before I go too nuts. But with laying track, it's just okay. You're hand laying track, just make it wider.
So what made you come up with now is this a diorama you said?
Yeah, this is a diorama. This is only
Oh, okay.
so you know.
Okay. Now Edward, do you actually have a layout? Just asking.
Let's see. There's part of it right there.
Okay. All right.
It's
it was
actually
just a question.
Yeah, it's a 8 foot by foot and a half. Obviously in 2 pieces because that's right in the middle there. But it's being that small, it's mostly track. You can't really do a water scene and all that, so that's why I went with dioramas. And also the bridge is also not fully. It's slightly attached on the ends and all that. It's like not glued in the center. Mainly because if I rent. So if I do get a place that actually has something large enough where I can take the bridge out and put it on the layout, I can.
So Pappy, try Google and ask what made you model broad gauge for that diorama. I just added that part, but
Yes.
What made you do that gauge?
Well, the thing is, I did this. The bridge is a 100-line bridge. It's the Queen Post. When they were doing on New Tracks modeling, they were doing it was a watch. I think it's called Watch Me Build or something along those lines, and they were doing the King Post, which is only about that big and only has it doesn't have the center section; it just has the end sections. And in the instructions, it actually goes into a little history on how the kit was made. And the interesting thing is the narrow version, the 3 foot gauge narrow version is actually the prototypical size. This is up to NMRA standards, which is actually wider because you got shorter turns. They wound up making it wider. So since I'm
so Sparky asked, so the gauge is wider.
Yes.
So you have to lay all your own track to for that then, correct?
Yeah, that is
Okay.
correct.
Okay, that was one of Sparky's questions. Here was one of his other questions. How much bigger than HO is it?
It's the same scale, but the track gauge is very close. It's about a millimeter off of S gauge.
Okay.
So the if I plan on making a layout with this, I would probably use the S gauge standards, but with the HO scale clearances.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
That's really neat. That's really cool.
And I even got the cover bridge version, complete with top. But,
oh wow, look at that.
Yeah. And
now, all those shingles. And now, did you is that a kit, or you made those, or it came like that?
This is a Hunter line kit. Both bridges are. Say again.
Oh, that's impressive.
Why, thank you. This was my first one. It's not quite perfect. I think this is the last one I've done. But New Tracks Modeling did an actual full Maureen Hunter. I guess she's the one that builds these bridges at shows and stuff like that. And so she was doing the teaching on how to put them together. Also, this is also set up as a 6-foot gauge. But the thing is, they made it so the bridges all together. The reason why I had the roof removable, because again, I want to be able to remove the bridge, and it's a little bit hard to nail down the track with the roof on. So that's why I have the roof removable.
That was really cool, Edward.
Thank you. And then I've also one thing about doing dioramas and doing live streams is that when you get to a point where, oh gee, I got to wait for the glue to dry, all you do, you turn around and just grab it, put it aside, let it dry, and then you turn around and then you grab another diorama.
Check you out.
Oh, even cooler.
Oh wow, look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Yes,
that is very cool.
This is also a Hunter line trestle.
Is that a kit or a hand built?
It's a kit from Hunter line. This is sort of the not sponsored and all that, but wound up using all their different mixes. There was a promotion that was going on, is that you would buy the bridge and you would also get your choice of different weathering mixes. And
I really like. I mean, not that I don't like the covered bridge, because that is really cool.
Yeah.
But that scene right there that bridge is just awesome. That's really beautiful, Edward.
Why, thank you. Now the interesting thing is that can you guess what this is?
I'm guessing it's from a fish tank.
You are correct.
Oh, is that what that is? That's fish tank rock?
Yeah, that's the tank, the rock that you would get for an aquarium.
Huh.
That's really creative.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And the thing is, I got a lot. This is their smallest bag.
Oh wow, look at that.
Wow.
How interesting. I would have never thought about that. Well, there you go. I learned something new tonight, that you can actually use aquarium rock, because it's kind of hard to find, rock in certain size. It's either coming from, your prepackaged manufacturers, and it's made out of coconut shells, and it's not the easiest.
Like the ballast, that's
right. Exactly. And for somebody, who has a linear layout when you're running ballast, that's a lot of ballast. But in any case,
Yeah.
So I got a question. What's that button there on the bridge? What's that for?
What, this right here?
Yeah.
That, well.
Is it a button or a red light?
No, it's the fire barrel. Because for the they would have fire barrels, different lengths of, to put out fires on trestles.
Just in case steam engines go through.
Yep. Now, from what I understand, according to the kit, they usually wouldn't have something like this, something this short. It would have to be about twice as long before they would put these on there. But these kits, they're nothing but sticks, different. Let's see if I can find some of the ones that. Let's see, find one at this time. But basically, here we are. Basically, you get a whole bunch of these, where they're, it's just basically just a piece of wood and all that. And you can turn around and customize them where I built this as per instructions, but the thing is that you can turn around and once you understand on how the trestle is built, you can make the bents different sizes. There's instructions on how to make curves. You can add kits together and etc.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm working on the little dioramas to test your skills before it goes to the layout.
Yes, that's what I've never done. It's one of the things I've never done. I've built stuff before, but I never done scenery, and that's why I went this direction.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I'm doing the same thing right now with my layout. My layout's ready. All I need to do is put cork, plaster. That's it, and then right here I have a piece of foam that I haven't even been able to work on because I've been so busy. But it's just been on my desk for like 2 weeks already, and stuff gets in the way.
Yeah, and the thing is that my layout, even though right now it's in two pieces because I'm getting ready to install install basically switches underneath there that you got your double pull, double throw switch. You got the thing that comes up through and actuates the switch, and then it's basically connected with a bamboo skewer and a cut up doorknob that I got at a hardware store. Because I know a lot of guys, they go the all electronic route and all that, but my layout's only 8 foot long and 1.5 feet wide. I don't need. I mean, technically, I could use hand throws and all that, but I decided to go this direction.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's very good, Edward. And I didn't, I didn't know that you. Someone said you live stream on Fridays at 3 p.m. Is that correct?
2:30.
2:30. Okay.
Yeah.
And I see. Sorry.
Yeah, originally I was doing it at I think it was around 7 o'clock on Thursdays, but that was I work a 10-hour shift, so I was pretty tired at that time, and so I decided to do Fridays because I have Fridays off normally, and go that direction.
Yeah. And I see that a human stage junction pin on the table.
Yes, it's the my channel is all his fault. He kept on saying, start a channel. And the thing is, I was unemployed at the time, so I'm like, all right, sure, we'll do that. And the thing is, I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks after I started the live streaming stuff and all that, I got employed. So that took a lot of wind out of me for a while. Wasn't really had the energy to turn around and promote stuff and all that and saying, hey, like, subscribe and all that fun stuff. But now I'm getting to the point where I'm feeling very solid at work and all that, and now starting to turn of, all right, how do I be more professional? And I was also thinking about also recording stuff also, but then again, I was so tired I haven't been able to do that, and now I'm going back and trying to figure out how to do all that stuff. So I mean,
So
going
Trackside Mike says, "Happy Valley Hollies. Can you change that time?" I think he's being funny, but the time you live stream from.
Well, the thing is, I wound up. The reason why I changed it to that specific time was originally it was 3 to 4, and what was the idea was, so I wouldn't be on doing it at doing it at night and doing it more towards the when it gets bright out, because I found out that when I'm looking at my laptop, which is over there, the problem is that the window faces west, so I'm looking at the sunset during those times. So I was trying to get it so it wouldn't be close to the sunset, and plus there's a farmer's market that happens at 4 o'clock, so that's why I was going 3 to 4. And then a little bit afterwards, I found out that Anthony Dodge, the Train Outsider, he's been doing his live streams 3:30 to 4:30, and I like watching him, so that's why I moved it up a half an hour so we wouldn't really be cross talking each other. And he goes on my live stream also. The scale of my regular layout is normal HO scale with Atlas track. This has Atlas track. The broad gauge stuff actually has code 40 on it because I'm trying to model the 1875, the Centennial. But the thing is that code 100 even looks too large for modern railroads. So, since I was changing since I have to hand lay everything, it's like, I might as well go with the correct size rail also, or closer to the correct size rail.
I think I should be going. Sorry.
Okay, right. Nathan.
See you, everyone. Have an awesome night.
Nathan, thank you. Yeah, Nathan, thank you for joining us tonight, and hopefully you come back.
Same.
All right, Nathan. We'll see you later.
See you later, man.
Yeah, see you later, Nathan.
Okay, so Edward, I'm going to take you down and put us back up to the panel. All right. Well, guys, I think we've been at it 2.5 hours here. I think it was a pretty good live stream tonight, and I know it's probably getting late for a lot of you, and so I think I'm going to call it a night. And I want to thank everybody for. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I did put a link out, and I just we're gonna. Well, I'll stay for Artie. Here we go.
Oh,
hey, Artie.
Hey, Artie.
Happening, Artie.
How you doing,
guys?
Yeah, I just put you know what? I put the link out because I saw you come in, and I thought, okay, I'll put the link up for Artie, but I wasn't too sure if you were going to grab it. So so I thought, okay, I saw you come up, so I'll stay for Artie. Artie, how's your thumb?
Yeah,
still there.
Oh, well,
Boy,
sorry to hear that, brother.
That was more painful than the ones in my shoulder.
Oh, wait a minute. I got somebody
No,
else coming up here.
We'll wait and see what happens. Give it a week. Hey, Mystic. Yeah, well, you can blame Steve. He was wishing for it.
So are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm
Hey,
right.
Mike.
How's it going, guys?
Trackside Mike is in the house as well. So Artie,
Yes,
Mike, remember what I told you. If I was wearing that hat down here, I would get mugged.
Oh yeah.
I'd get jumped.
You want the east
Yeah,
side
but you'll
one
get mugged
instead?
anywhere in life.
What's that,
Yeah,
Artie?
for sure. They are a very nice hat. I really like the hat.
You can get mugged anywhere in their life.
Hey, Artie, how
Okay.
come you don't wear one of those hats? Aren't you East End guy or a West End guy?
I'm an East End guy, yeah, but West End is a shit beer over here in Australia. It's a little bit better than Foster's. I've got to give it that much. But yeah, it's cheap beer they drink on the other side of Australia in Perth. So we're off the roses. Yeah, good night, Shane. Have a good night and whatnot. Yeah. Just going to give you guys a heads up. This Sunday, my time, or Saturday stream, I'm going to be streaming from Goulburn, up where Creepy is. All the old Australian streamliners are gathering up there for a charity event, and they're going to be lining them up around on the tracks of the turntable. It's going to be 8 p.m. US Eastern Standard Time. And for the Australian viewers, if we have got any Aussies here, I know Creepy is here, he is aware of it. It's going to be 11 o'clock because we're going to daylight saving. It should be a good show. It is an old working rail facility that's been turned into a museum, so they've got a lot of old stuff there. And a lot of rolling stock, so I'm going to try to stream there as long as I possibly can. And that's this Saturday night, 8 o'clock US Eastern Standard Time. And I might have a surprise guest on board too if he doesn't become camera shy. I'm not going to reveal who that is, but you can work it out on
Is
the
that
day.
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday, your time.
Okay. Yeah, because
So
you're
Saturday, US.
The regular time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
8 o'clock, yeah.
Gotcha. I'll be on there.
Okay.
Your,
All right.
My times will never change in the US time. It's always going to remain 8 o'clock. It's only going to change for the Australian viewers because I don't have many, but I'm keeping the US time exactly the same. It's going to be 8 o'clock every Saturday night as long as I'm breathing, and then I'm not going back to work. So,
Gotcha.
okay. Yeah. Now, I've got the
Yeah,
cortisone injection.
Breathing is a good thing.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes.
Well, if you're underwater, then breathing's not so good. But having no pulse
Well,
is
we were nearly underwater last night. We've been getting a real wild storm the last 2 nights. And this morning I was watching Steve Childers down in Florida and whatnot. And as I'm seeing what he's got, I'm looking at my front window and okay, it wasn't as windy this morning as it is in Florida, but yeah, the skies and the rain look the same. So I was wondering if I was in the right country or not.
Yeah. No, they're getting hammered down there. They really are. They're getting hammered. I mean, I saw a lot of news this morning, some of the water. It's just amazing. But,
Yeah.
and I think it went a little southeast more than it was supposed. I mean, it was forecasted to go straight up, but it took a turn. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll, you know,
That's what
I mean,
Steve.
it's
That's
made
Steve.
landfall. There's no two questions about it.
Yeah,
So
it hit landfall just south of Sarasota, and when Steve showed me which way it was going, Stone showing us which way it was going, it's actually hitting where one of my good friends are living, which is just east
yeah.
of Tampa and Sarasota. So hopefully they're doing all right. I haven't been able to contact with them, so they must have no internet and power at the moment. But yeah, thoughts and prayers going out to everybody.
Who's going live at midnight?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I just saw that. And here, let me bring it up. I mean, I don't.
Not to cut you off, Artie. I was just like, what?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Artie.
Yeah.
Rick's Railroad said Steve might go live again at midnight. Rick,
Yeah.
can you give us a little bit more insight on that?
Yeah. Hey guys, I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, AJ. Good
Yeah,
job on
don't
that
call
turkey.
him.
Okay, AJ.
All right,
Bye, AJ.
guys. I'll talk to you guys
They
later.
can look after your girlfriend too.
Okay. All right. I'm. Yeah.
Artie.
It's not school, it's sports that's taken away his time, occupied. He's got some girls running after him. That's what the truth is. But he's not revealing it to us.
That's what it's like to be young again.
Oh.
Okay, so midnight
You're a kid
Eastern.
to be his sake again.
Which Steve, who though?
Steve Childers.
Child? Okay, Childers. Yeah.
Steve
Okay.
Childers. Yeah.
Oh, so he's gonna live stream tonight.
Yes, he's going to live stream and give us an update how he's doing. He is.
Oh, okay. At
Oh,
midnight.
good.
So it's 7:30, 8:30, 9:30,
An hour and a half away.
10:30.
Yeah, take care, Joe.
Oh, okay, 9 Pacific. Okay. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, I'm not watching my time frame right now. Well, that's cool. I know Tom's Trains and Things tried to do one today, but I guess his power kept going out. So
Yeah, he's a lot closer to the eye of the storm. He's a lot closer to the eye of the storm than Tom is than what Steve is. Steve's going to be more on the western side, and this
right.
Jay is watching more on the
so about an hour and 20 minutes away.
west side of the storm.
Yeah. Well, it's a pretty big storm. I mean, you know, I want you guys to hear this. I all want you to hear this. I was just amazed by what I saw on the sticker tape. So I'm not going to mention any names, but it was one of the storm chasers. And on his ticker tape, it said, estimated super chats. Okay. His goal was set at $4,000 for September. He was at $970. Now, that's a pretty big, hefty set at $4,000 for super chats. I think. I was just amazed by that ticker tape that he was putting out, and he was asking people to help him meet the $4,000 super chat. And I know because I'm monetized, they send a check out usually the 29th. So that was this morning. So I seriously doubt he made that $4,000, but I would be happy at just $100 of super chats. I mean, I saw that and I'm like, wow, really? But I remember somebody telling me, I do not put subscribe on my channel. I do not do any of that. But somebody once told me, no, you have to put subscribe and like on your videos. You have to tell people what to do. And I thought to myself, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. So is that true? Do you have to do that? Does anybody know? I mean, I'm just asking.
I don't know. I have got subscribe at the end of my video and whatnot, but I don't put it to a way where just when you look at my content, you have to hit like, we have to hit subscribe. It's up to the individual whether you like to get more of my content. It's up to you whether you're going to subscribe or not. Yeah, I'm still going to make my content as long as I can, and it's all up to the individual, really. I mean, I'm not going to force people to go and hit like or subscribe.
Yeah, Derek says he wouldn't get many without a hurricane. You're absolutely right. Hey, Sean Pacific Railroad. Good evening. Welcome. We're never too late. You know, Derek, that is funny. You're probably right about that. But I was really blown away by that. I was like, really? Wow. Now, that does not make me want to give that guy a super chat. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. And I've been one of his subscribers for a long time. Look, I'm like you all. I'm a viewer. I subscribe to all kinds of channels. But, you know, here it is at the same time. I mean, you know, when you're asking for people to give you money, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. The time that I will give, okay, well, here's an individual right here, and I'm going to bring him up. Not in the panel, but this is the channel that I give super thanks. Maybe not that often, but I've given Pappy, you know, a couple super thanks in his videos. I give thanks to the people who do really good work for what I see, not for what everybody else sees, but for what I see. And I see it as a great reason.
What a load of crap, Daryl. You have not put any money into Switch bank account yet.
I see it as great presentation. So that's why I give super thanks. I gave one to Sparky. I gave one to Sparky in one of his comments. He did a video, and I really liked the video that he put out. So I hit the super thanks button. That is just showing appreciation for the video that they did. That doesn't mean everybody feels the same way. It's just a way to say thank you, because I know that work goes into. Just like, you know, you, Edward, I mean, you do a live stream, and you, Thomas, you know the work that it goes into putting in videos, and especially Mike, you know what it takes to put in the videos, and it's nice to know that you're recognized, you know, that somebody gives you a thanks in your comment. That's all I was just saying. So by somebody hitting subscribe or by that doesn't do it for me, you know. So I'm just saying. Hello, John.
So Daryl, when are you going to start putting funds into my Swiss bank account? Nothing props.
I don't know, Marty. I'll tell you what, brother. As soon as you start getting as soon as you get a money sign by the chat sign, I would be more than happy to give you thanks in your comments on your videos and the super chat.
Let's get this straight. I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the mateship,
right,
and the camaraderie amongst all us, and getting together, let off steam, having some fun. My railroad related or my show, you get off the rails and just have some fun and let off a bit of steam. I mean, that's what I'm here for. I mean,
yeah. And the Mystic,
okay,
Daryl, I like
the
way you
I
say
do need
hello.
money, but I'm not here for the money. I'm here for
Trackside Mike. Okay. Thank you very, very much, Mike. I'm sorry, I don't have a bell or a dinger. If you want me to, I can show you a tattoo.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, that's
Hold
pretty
on,
cool.
let me close my eyes first.
Yeah, hang on. I got to turn the laptop down. There you go.
I didn't mean for anybody to give me a super chat or I didn't mean that. But Mike, thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, because my channel is monetized, but I never asked for it. And I never will ask for it. It's just something that came to mind since we're all here. That what makes me give those out, and that's just coming from me, So I know what it takes to put out videos, and it's nice to get a super thanks because you're appreciated in that way. But first and foremost, your comment right there is enough for appreciation. So let me say that. So anybody who comments on my videos,
Yeah.
that's appreciation enough.
Yeah.
Trust me, we all appreciate the comments.
I
And
just like to see views. That's all I care about. But comments, that's a bonus.
I comment on everything and I hit
Yeah,
the
well,
like button.
I'm the
So there
same
you
as
go.
Thomas. I like to see that people are viewing my content. They hit the like and make a comment, and I'm like, whoa, fantastic, Yeah, okay. I mean, I've got a bit
I
of
just do
content
it out of
coming
respect,
up
right?
now, and I've got to make up.
How
Well,
about that?
exactly,
Look at that. Look
exactly.
at
Like,
Curly Express. DY Curly gave me $5. Now that's awesome, you
For
guys. Thank you
snacks.
so very much. Well, I guess it did work.
it's your
Yeah.
voice that's what.
You can almost get a fan
So
now.
I guess by asking everybody to saying that I'm monetized. I'm just kidding, guys. Look, you guys, thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. I really do. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. But Curly, thank you. I can't I just thank you very much. And Mike, same with you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no
Oh my
worries.
gosh.
I know it's not about the money, but and I would never do that either, right? It's just out of respect, right? That's all.
I still got a lot of people.
I never watched the video where anybody asked for it. A lot of people just automatically do it when they're on their channel. That's goes on.
Yeah.
Grandpa
If you
Rail
post a
JD,
video,
thank
if
you
post a
so
video,
very
I view
Look
it
at that, guys.
and
I got
like it.
I got one from JD from Grandpa Rails. Thank you very,
Yep.
very much, JD. Thank you very, very much.
You almost got enough money there for a fan now.
Yeah, you're right. I do. You guys are really, really cool. Thank
Might
you
pay
very,
enough
very
money to
much.
get the air conditioner from your work today.
A couple more, you get a window shaker.
That is really, really cool. I can just tell you, I haven't seen any in the longest time, but it's nice to see it, and I appreciate it, guys. I really, really do. I can't tell you how humbled I am to see that. It's a really good thing, and I give my fair share to people. I just wanted to bring Pappy up because he's one of the he's one of the guys. He's one of the guys that I do give them to, and I gave one to Sparky. I've actually given a few out to other people, but that's only from the end. It's not that they're asking; it's just that I enjoyed the video, and I wanted to do more than just comment. So, you guys are something else. You guys.
Speaking of Troy Goglin, he was actually in my area not too long ago. He was up around the Springfield, Missouri area filming trains, and I didn't know it. So,
thank you, George from Florida Railroad Dog. You guys, you know what? You guys are gonna make me cry because that's really cool stuff. There really is.
Hey, good one there,
I can't tell you how humbled I am for you guys to do that. And I know all of you guys work hard for your money, and I really, really, really appreciate that. I really, really do. Thank you, guys. Wow, that is just awesome. And just think, what was it, 20, 30 minutes ago? I was going to go off.
It's all Artie's fault.
Oh, Artie and Mike were good luck for me.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, yeah.
I was laughing.
Okay,
Yeah. Buy
speaking of
yourself
cooling
some underwear.
underwear. Okay, speaking of cooling underwear, this is the reason why I'm wearing this shirt. This is it's a cooling shirt. That's exactly why I'm wearing it, because I'm not wearing anything like cotton or anything like that, and I don't want to be in a wife beater t-shirt. I don't want to be in that. So, because I don't want to show off all my beautiful tattoos. So that would not be good. Thank you, George. Thank you, everybody. That is
Yeah,
quite
I'm still
awesome.
gonna. I'm still. It'll be amazing if I can
Daryl.
get to Amherst. It'll be really good because usually about that time I get over to Boston and that part of the part. So if everything works out all right, I think I've got a feeling that I might be able to get over there. If I can, I'm going to be there and hopefully bump into you. But then again, I might not even tell you guys I'm coming if I can. I'll just show up and see how many of you months can recognise me.
Yeah. Derek says, Daryl, I saw you give $50 the other night. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was on Jason's channel.
Yeah, that was on Jason's channel. Yeah, that was on Jason's channel. Yep. Like I said, guys, I try to give to the channels that are monetized, even if it's just a little bit, but um, here, it's Pappy. Okay, guys. Pappy, thank you. You didn't have to do that. Try Googling $5. We appreciate you, Daryl. Thank you so very much. You guys. Wow. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you so much. I can't tell you guys. I mean, that is really cool. And like I said, Pappy, I love your channel. I really do. I like the content that you put out, and a lot of you guys, and when you guys get there, I'm going to do the same for you guys. When you guys get there, it's a milestone to hit. And thank you for Dave from Crooked River Eastern for talking me into going the monetized way, because he said, because I don't really care about the money, but it is really nice to receive it. It really, really is. I just awesome, you guys.
Yeah, just be careful, Dave. Just be very careful, Dave. Look what he done to the south, will you? He went visiting down the south, and now look what he's done. He just created a havoc and a mess. It's just such a catastrophe going on down there. There's wind, heavy rain, flooding. I mean, really. If Dave's watching, g'day, buddy.
Daryl, you got to strip down to a layout tour, although it might affect your channel demographics. Oh my gosh.
I have seen
you guys are too
that
funny.
layout, and it is a nice layout. You need to show it off.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, and it's like I said, I just, it's just been so darn hot, and it's just awful to be in this garage. And yeah, I'm going to, guys. Like
Just
I said,
do a recording.
yeah,
Do a video.
Artie, it's a lot to keep up with there. There's a lot of people we watch and we get behind. Let me see here. Okay.
Yeah, it seems to me, from what I've seen,
Dwight says, I will never get there. I'm not a nice guy. I'm a crazy guy. Oh, Dwight, don't. Someday you'll get there.
We'll get them up.
Hey, Daryl, I got a BNSF last weekend. It's DCC. Very cool. Awesome. Okay, so this this channel, Peyton Taylor, I just happened to catch him one day, and I believe he's a youth, and he's into trains. So everybody give Peyton Taylor a little bit of love there, and
I shared his channel.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I'm going to share it now.
Like I said, here it is again. I don't know if I should put subscribe on my channel. I don't know if I should do that. I mean, so far everything's been working out okay. And listen, I never expected my channel to grow like it has grown. I never did. And like I said, it wasn't about. It was about helping somebody or anybody. If it was just one person, and I believe I've accomplished that. But I've entered in such a nice community of all of you, and this is what it's all about. and I can't thank you all, enough. So, um, but do I? Yeah. See, Pappy says it. Pappy says the same thing. He says, Dwight, never say never. It will happen. Absolutely. So,
Yeah. All in good time. All in good time.
yeah. So,
Yeah. Steve, don't say
I never, I'm sorry. Go
cancelled.
ahead. Who was talking? I'm sorry.
I was just commenting to Steve about
Oh,
Americans
okay.
having guns. And stuff. We got guns here too, mate. But that's not going to stop me. That's not going to phase me. I'll just bring my snakes over. Have our snakes to take over your snakes. Simple.
Well, as for myself, I haven't haven't been saying like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Mainly because I know with the ones that they, even before they even start what they're talking about and all that, they're like, hey, if you like our content, like and subscribe. It's like, you haven't done anything yet. It's like,
Right.
it makes more sense to have it at the end if you do
Right.
have it. It's one of those things that I'm starting to try to remember saying that towards the end. But for myself, one of the things I say at the beginning is that these are hobbies that make me happy, and I didn't go the strictly model train route because I have more than one hobby, but I just haven't shown the other hobbies yet.
Yeah, it's
And
the same with me.
yeah,
I've
it's
got other
and
hobbies too, but I've got other hobbies too, but that's not. I can't put them on here on YouTube.
but
Um,
a lot
that
a
picture
lot of
I put, that was Peyton Taylor's channel.
Yeah, I know for my, I mean, a lot of the hobbies I have are sort of side hobbies to railroads, model trains, like electronics. A lot of stuff that has to do with with modern equipment. There's a lot of electronics involved. Uh, Another thing is, with the broad gauge stuff, it's a new hobby of learning on how to do machining. So it's one of those things of, it's not necessarily has to be directly model trains, but it is, um, sort of like a side hobby. And there's some hobbies that I have that haven't been able to do during the pandemic, is dancing, but I'm not planning on showing that because that dancing is usually with other people, and getting all the hey, I'm filming stuff, please sign the waiver and all that. That's sort of stupid. So that, and since moving to Vermont, I haven't done any cycling because a lot of the shoulders on the roads are narrower than my own shoulders. So it's like, I don't feel safe riding a bicycle. But
You're not showing us your dancing skills because you don't want to. What's the word? You don't want to show off the good-looking partners that you're dancing with. You don't want to put us all to shame. I'll work that out. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Well, not only that, there's also music involved, which that could get it, tagged that way. So
Awesome.
Mistake. You're gonna have to scroll. I already shared it. I mean, it's already been shared a couple of times, not just me. So get your fingers to do the walking. Come on. Bloody hell, this easy boys. Man, jeez.
Well, guess what, guys? We're coming up on 3 hours, so
You're
I got a
coming up
few
three.
seconds to go here, and we're gonna call it a night. That was 3 hours. That was, it was a really good live stream, and
Good show tonight, guys.
I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for all the super chats and the supers. Look, I'm really humbled. I really, really am, from the bottom of my heart. I mean, thank you all very, very, very much, and I can't thank you guys enough. And the panel, thank you very much for being up this evening.
Yeah, right.
Don't go nowhere, because if you want to stay over for a few minutes for the after chat, just stay on, and I'll close the live. Um, Again, everybody, thank you very, very much, and we will see you guys. Okay, this is something I need to get in a habit of doing. Maybe the panel can help me. Okay, there are other people after me that live stream. I can't think of them all, so maybe somebody can help me in the panel. So Thursday night, who goes live Thursday night?
Go via Girl Home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keeping Tracks is at 7, and I believe 7:30 is GVO After Dark.
Jim's
At 8 o'clock.
does a live show.
Is Dave Crooked River doing his morning brew this Thursday morning?
That's right. Okay, so tomorrow morning, I believe it's 9 Eastern. Dave from Crooked River does his show. So Mike, go via, go home.
Yeah.
Correct. And then we've got.
And then we got Jim Tedesco's about 7 o'clock.
Right.
The weather pending, because that hurricane's going through his area at the moment, so that's pending at this point in time.
Yeah. That's what Grandpa Rail says. Yeah, he's there. Okay.
Yeah,
and then we've got Vinny. Then we got Vinny Friday night. And then Saturday night is Artie, Aussie America Railroad, which you're going to be streaming from where?
Down under.
From Australia.
Okay.
I'll be streaming live. I'll be streaming live from a place called Goulburn at the Railway Museum.
Okay.
And that too is weather pending.
Yeah.
As long as we don't get hit, because we've got storms over here too.
Yeah.
I've got to get to it. Down there, I don't think it's too bad, but my area, we've been getting smashed down here. But yeah, I'll do my best.
And I think Derek goes live, what, Saturday?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, so we got. I need to get a board up, or I need to get something up, and that's what I've been meaning to do. I've been meaning to name other channels who go live. So we've covered Saturday night. So Sunday, usually it's Lee from the Anvil Railroad Layout. He streams at 9 o'clock our time. It's 5 o'clock his time. He's European time. And then you got Sidetrack Sunday, which is always Sunday at 8 p.m. guys. And then we've got Monday. We got who comes on first?
Yeah, that's going to be
Trackside Mike does. Yeah, Trackside Mike and James Dundas does theirs at 4. Yeah, and then you've got Tom Steens and things. And then Tuesday night you've got On Track Tuesday, and then you've got Heath at Human Junction City, and then we're back to Wednesday at Cab Crew Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, I need to get.
And then you might see me pop up every once in a while on live streams. So,
okay, I need to get a board up so I can remember these, because everybody does it. I've just seemed to lag in that area, and so I just want to get better at that. So these are things that I just need to get better at. So thank you, everybody. Later.
Yes, I remember John from Schuylkill Valley used to have set it up where, like, a small little video where the other ones that used to be able to like grab that and sort of have it like scrolling on their side of the screen.
Right.
But the thing is, he hasn't really updated it. So it's
okay.
But I don't know how he did that.
Progress. It's a work in progress. John is the one that's been doing it. He's been tied up with other things that's been taking time away from him to finish it.
Yeah, Steve
he's been
87 says, ask
absolutely-
the boys from Sidetrack Sunday. They have a pretty much have the schedule. And I'm going to work on that. Okay, everybody, good night. Thank you for joining my live stream, Cab Crew Wednesdays. And everybody, thank you again for all the nice donations. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you guys. Good night, and we'll see you on the next live stream or chat. So,
Good night,
guys,
everyone.
if everybody, whoever wants just to hang out for a few minutes after broadcast ends.
Yeah, sure.
Hold on.